What's up? What's up? It's the Art the Most Experience. And of course, you know what time it is. Always good to get back in the booth, man, with everybody that's here today, man. Appreciate y'all rocking out, man, and everybody that will be joining us as we get it going today. Like I said, man, got plenty to discuss. Obviously, man, last time we were on, let's see, we've had a Friday Night Lights take place. Shout out to Friday Night Lights. Good reports coming from there. I mean, we obviously will have to talk about some of the things that we saw take place on offense and defense. We also had an actual football game. Shout out to football being played. Pro football, was it the Hall of Fame game was last week. And we obviously know we have black and gold Steelers football this week. Super excited. It's been too long. But we'll get a chance to talk about that as well, man. Obviously the Pro Football Hall of Fame induction ceremony was pretty cool. So I do want to spend a little bit of time to talk about those guys that did get inducted. Watched a little bit of the ceremony as well. And then obviously for the 2026 class, we got some guys, of course, man. But specifically one guy that I got to talk about. All right. So we're going to look into that class as well, man. And of course, the homie TG said, I think we got him locked in. Should be 5 o'clock today. As y'all can see, we back in our normal OG in-season time slot, right? Yeah, because it's time. So we back in the 4 o'clock slot. Like I said, man, the 1 o'clock to 3s, those were all during the summertime, the off season when we was chill, Bill ain't really have anything, going on like that. But now that we back, you see I'm poloed up, right? Official work gear, all right? Your boy had to tap into the office earlier today, all right? Going out there having some community impact. We'll talk about that as well, man. But we here now. We here. So since we are here, I figured, man, it's time to everybody get back to what we normally do. We on that 4 o'clock slot, man. This is how we get it in Monday, Wednesday, and of course, that third day is coming, but we're holding off on it. Don't you rush that Thursday just yet, all right? Trying to hold that off until the season gets here, week 1 of the regular season. Then we can bring that Thursday back. All right. But yeah, man, good vibes. And shout out to, I wanted to shout you out, but I can't even shout you out because you got the stank name, bro. All right. So I do want to talk about this though, man, because I figured, man, since, the season is getting here, a lot of people, take their different ways how they handle the offseason, man. Some guys, they'll hit you, they're here the whole time. Others, they punch in, punch out, come back for the draft. Some, man, they unplug until the season is back. So I figured, man, right now would be a good time to readdress the situation. So for those of you that are asking, where is Deke? Where has he been? Earlier this offseason, in fact, the week after the season ended, say we was in January, me and my guy, man, we linked up, man, had a talk. He ultimately said that he was trying to, spread his wings, man, and ultimately see where he could go as a solo content creator. So as the person that I am, I'm in full support of it. And we said, bro, support the movement, man. Go do what it is that you need to do, man. We wish him nothing but the best. But that is where the homie Deke is. He is on the solo tip, man. The cord has been cut and he is flying. All right. So that's where my dog is, man. But that's why he is not here. But that is also why you see more of the newer faces. Obviously, Mark Bergen, man. It's a dude that has been popping up a lot on our channel, man, and delivering some dope content. You'll be seeing even more of him now that the season is here. Actually, me and him on camera together. Obviously, Terence Garvin is another one of my guys that has really stepped up. We've seen a lot more of him as well. How about Tyler Candelaria? We can't forget about Tyler also stepping his game up. Dom also, man, doing his thing. And some new content creators that we also have been working with, like Tanisha from the Really Flawed Football YouTube channel as well, man. It's been dope rocking out with her. And from the looks of the way that the comment section, the views, and just the overall engagement, man, looks like y'all rocking with the peoples as well. So salute to each and every one of y'all. But that is ultimately where the homie Deke is and why you don't see him over here. All right. But we still support his movement, man. And like I said, all love, all positivity. So there you have it. All right. And like I said, man, I'll come back and talk about this again at some point as the season hits, because like I said, man, not everybody is tapped in as in depth as, some of the other ones who were here when all of this kind of, transpired early in January after the season ended, man. But like I said, that's the situation. But shout out to my dog and shout out to everybody that is still here, baby, and to all the new folks as well. Like I said, from the heart, I appreciate each and every one of yins. All right. But yeah, man, for let's see where I was about to go with this. Oh, shoot, my work polo, man. Did have to go out and do some community stuff today. All right. This is the one thing that I have realized too, right? And I have to like make myself remember to do this. I'm so used to back in the day when my homie was in here, we just rapping, organically things will come out. Now I got to remember to tell y'all on the front end. All right. So yeah, I was out in the community today. All right. I was out being a good Samaritan. All right. Nah, not really, man. But I was trying to make a good difference, man. The Sacks for Kids program, though, man, obviously this is something that we obviously see. If you've been to any Pittsburgh Steelers home game since 2015, you see where we talk about the Sacks for Kid, right? Anytime a Pittsburgh Steelers player get a sack, you'll see it pop up on the Jumbotron. Oh, a $500 donation will also be made to the Ronald McDonald House Charities of Pittsburgh and Morgantown. Well, for me, obviously, man, I used to be a board member for the Ronald McDonald House, set up that for 6 years. And, since then, man, I get a chance to come back for these type of events, man, where we get to, promote it and let the people know that, hey, man, we got another year of this awesome initiative, this awesome partnership with the Steelers, Bordis, Jamie Bordis, shout out to him, and obviously the Ronald McDonald House Charities, man. So, like I said, man, it was pretty cool, man, to be down there, man. Obviously interacting with some of the families that are, like I said, staying at the house, and as they're continuing on their journey to ultimately, man, be able to go back home and live a life of normalcy, man. And so, like I said, always good to be out and doing things like that. But it was also cool because obviously today the guys have the off day from training camp, no practice, but I got a chance to talk to Corey Trice, man. It was good for him, man. It was good to see him. Actually, he was at the event as well, man. Did a little quick interview with him down there. But like I said, man, dude taking some time on his off day, man, to be out in the city, man. Driving all the way from Latrobe too, man, to come down here, man. It was really good to see that. And I always like the fact that, in the midst of the guys, man, competing, trying to get roster spots for a guy like Corey Trice, we know he's in the heart of that battle right now, especially with some of the new additions. But to see guys like him still say, you know what, man, is bigger than myself. Let me also try to have the impact off the field. Let me also try to just brighten somebody's day. To me, man, that's something that always stands out, man. I always want to tip the cap to those type of guys, man. So shout out to Corey Trice Jr. pulling up this morning, man, for the, like I said, man, Sacks for Kids kickoff event, man, with that partnership with the Pittsburgh Steelers, Bordis, and of course the Ronald McDonald House Charities of Pittsburgh and Morgantown. All right. So like I said, man, shout out to the gang, shout out to the team, man. And like I said, man, shout out to all the good people that are out there doing good things, man. We fresh into August. The weekend is complete. And did everybody have a good weekend? Can we talk about that for just I got 3 more minutes before we go tap in all the way, all right? I always give myself 10 to 15 to just jive at the beginning of this thing, all right? But talk to me, man. Did everybody have a good weekend out here today, man? Your boy was over here. I copped a new smoker, all right? Because my old one tried to blow me up twice now, almost then unalived myself cooking ribs, all right? Them smokers won't properly done the correct way, so I had to upgrade, all right? Got me this new one, though, a little Traeger, all right? The Woodridge Elite, absolutely fuego. I've been on it all weekend, man. I'm hooked, all right? Absolutely hooked. We done had ribs, kielbasas, let's see, we done did wings up there. We done done, I already said ribs. I said lobster tail, and then I got and the wings. All right, I got all that. Yeah, so like I said, it's been a vibe all weekend, man. I just been in the bag, just, you know what I mean? Cooking, enjoying the fam, man, seeing the people outside, man. It was good weather this weekend, man. So I needed, man, did y'all have a good time? Did y'all have a good weekend as well, man? Where we at? Let's see. Jacob Horringen said moved back to Buffalo for dental school. Well, shout out to you going back to the rough buff for that dental school, man. Salute to you on that. Let's get it. And yes, the Don Hefe Kwan, I've transitioned. So I had an electric smoker, but the thing was I had the Weber, it was called the Smoke Fire. And there was a design flaw on it. They don't even make that model anymore because the way that the grease would fall into where the spark plug was, it didn't matter how much you were cleaning it. It was only a matter of time before you get the, nice little, hey, is that a fire? I believe that is. Is that gas or electric? It's kind of both of them. I'm here, both of them, kind of both of them, all right? So, yeah, your boy had to go ahead and, like I said, we just went ahead and got rid of that one, got the new Traeger. I feel great about it, all right? 2 cooks in, it then held me down. It was good, all right? It's been real good. Got a little app and everything. I was over here, I was in the pool. Just a little side note, I was in the pool, had the little app like, yo, I like how I know what temperature I got it set on right now. It was amazing. All right, it's the little things, man. All right, let's see. DC 53 said he did some wings and had a little research over the weekend. So I likes that, man. Best way to do it, man. Got to have a little cooking while you know what I'm saying, researching and getting your cook on as well, man. To me, I think it heightens my my chefing skills. I get the feeling like Gordon Ramsay in that joint, man. I'd be yeah, it's like that, man. It's like that. Ooh, and let's see. Ooh, Jaron Pittsburgh Steelers for life said he smoked on some chicken breast and thighs over the weekend and also did some smoked homemade croutons. I'm loving the foodies, all right? Shout out to all my foodies out there, my cooking chef folk over there, all right? I like it. Big time respect. But let's get it, man. Like I said, it's something about when you cook a good meal, man. You just feel real manly, all right? It's something about when I sit down at the table after smoking that food all day and then watching my wife and the kids just eat. I'm just like, you know what? I think I grew some hair on my chest today. Yeah, it took about 37 years, but I think I grew a whisker today, all right? So that's just how I felt, man, all right? So shout out to everybody getting their cook on, man, growing up and, you know, trying to big boy that thing a little bit, man. So let's get it. And we did have a super. I do want to tap into this one on the front end from the homie Mike Hood. Says salute to you, Mr. Moats, chat fam, just showing support to the channel. Here we go. Well, as always, Mike Hood, you know I appreciate you from the heart, man. So let's keep it going, man. Like I said, we got a fun one today, man. And side note, it's our 699th live episode. What the heck? 699 lives, and I specify lives meaning like, yo, you know how we on it, you feel me? Like, you see it, you heard the intro like 699 times. This is crazy. It still doesn't feel like it's been this many episodes, but it has been. So we've been counting them. So shout out to each and every one of y'all rocking with us. Obviously, we know we crossed the 50,000 subscriber threshold earlier this summer as well, man. So I'm going to go ahead and put the pressure on myself. I'm going to just make sure I do the giveaway and the big, like, you know, on our next show, because that will be the 700th stream. All right. So I figure it's only right to do giveaway for the 50K, 700 stream, all that at the same time, right? Because this is actually crazy. I remember when we first started doing this, for sure did not think that we would have, you know, this many episodes, let alone it be as successful as it's been and have so many people engaging with it as well, man. I mean, it's kind of crazy when people be like, yo, you the YouTube dude, you the podcast dude. I like your material. Like, I was a football player at 1.2, guys. I used to ball. I won't do it anymore, but I used to. So it is really cool, man, to see that. And like I said, man, we can't do this without y'all as well. And the reason why I say we is because I didn't do this by myself, and it's a team. Obviously, we got guys like David, aka DD Smalls, who's been in the back, you know, in the background, cutting up, chopping up, man, just being one of the big, you know, foundational pieces to this. And we also got some cool content coming out as well, man. Had a chance to do some summer stuff, man. Me, TG, David, and Tyler, man, got a chance to link up, man, for our summer camp. Got some footage from that. We're going to be dropping that probably, you know, soon. I'll just say soon. All right. But y'all get to see some of the team and, you know, how we just been vibing out, man. But yeah, man, it's pretty dope, man, to see where we have grown to and how we continue to grow. New faces, some old faces, but as a whole, man, continue to do this thing the right way, man. So shout out to each and every one of y'all as well, baby. But let's go ahead and do this thing the way that we always do. And I do see you, Mike Cut. I do see you, Wendy Johnson, as well, man, showing love during Pittsburgh Steelers for life and company. We do appreciate you for the love. Y'all are funny, man. I just quote all with y'all. 699. Of course, I forgot. I know my channel. I know the group. All right, I got you. I know. Is my you see? It's the theme. All right. 699. All right. So you know we on. All right. But anywho, let's get it going, man. Let's start the show the way that we always do, because we got stuff that we have to discuss today. All right. And I know my dog TG, he's in the heart of his training camp down at Norfolk State University, but I believe we gonna get it locked in today. And I don't want to, you know, mess up his clock as well. All right. So with that being the case, let's start it how we always do. Drop it in the comment section where you are tuning in from, so that way I can give you that big boy shout out to start today's show. And of course, don't forget to hit the like button one time for the culture and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right, got the homie X Concepts in the 724 Claridge, PA. Football is back. Glad to be here. Moats and all for a fact, football is back. Shoot, not only is, football back, it's like back. We got NFL ball happening. We know college ball is going to be starting in a couple of weeks. Then after that, we got the high school games will be starting. As y'all know, your boy going to be out there, man, calling some of these Steelers showcase high school football games of the week locally, man. Super excited about that. Those games will be on KDKA and KDKA plus the app obviously as well, man. So super excited for all of that. But love football is back. Got the homie Eddie. What up, Eddie Gamble? Eddie from Virginia Beach, Virginia, a.k.a. The Crib. Mr. 757, you already know what time we on. Can't forget the homie Brad Gray, all the way in the 714, Huntington Beach, California. Shout out to Huntington Beach, California, baby. Let's see. Josh Moore, the Hill District. Shout out to the Hill District, man. If you know, you know. The 15219. He says, go Rebels. Little League starts Saturday versus Homewood. Already know them Little League games get going, baby. For sure, man. Well, do y'all thing out there, man. Shout out to the Hill District. You already know what it is, man. Big love for all y'all over there. Young Poppy Bonito in the 808. You know what time it is. And, of course, King Camp in Memphis, Tennessee, aka Tennessee. Let's get it. And I guess I will end it with the homie Duck Plucker. Shout out to Duck Plucker. I love the name, by the way. Duck Plucker. You duck plucking son of a gun, you. All right, I'm gonna stop before I get in trouble now, all right? But I like it though. Just know I like it. From Charleston, West Virginia, shout out to you and the family. Now I appreciate you on that, man. Shoot, my fam, man, they got me on the busy ride right now, man. We got a college student who's about to leave to go off to like college to continue on, but she's already in like college. She's taking her summer class right now. I got my little guy who's like wants to be a football player, but doesn't want to be a football player full time. So he's like baseball / football at the same time. It's kind of crazy. We was in here getting my helmet. I'm like, bro, this is kind of crazy, bro. But I like it. But it's kind of crazy. So, it's a lot. And then my hooper, my middle girl, she basketball around the clock. I'm like, this is about the first week since, this is probably like January, February time frame. Nah, because she was in the heart of basketball season then. This probably goes back to like October. It's like the first full week where we've had like just zero basketball going on outside of the vacation. So yeah, man, I appreciate you for that, man. But yeah, we active right now, man. We in the heart of it. It's summertime, man. Or at least we're trying to hold on to the last couple of weeks of summer before school starts. All right. And I know for some people down south, school actually already has started, man. So shout out to y'all as well, man. But let's see. All right, let's tap in though to this first topic, man, because we got training camp going on, man. Training camp going on. Like I said, we are in the heart of this thing right now. And as it currently sits, the guys do have an off day today, so shout out to that. But more importantly, man, we know the Steelers just had their Friday night lights practice over the weekend, as well as practice Saturday and Sunday following it. And it's been pretty cool, man, from my eyes, man. I think it's always important, man, when you start to break out the pads, which was something that, has more recently happened. And now we're getting multiple padded practices and stuff like that. I think it's important for these dudes, man, because now we get a chance to really see who's developing, who's advancing. Like I said, man, when it's OTAs, when it's that first week of training camp, the acclimation period, it's cool. But at the same time, to me, it's not really authentic football because you're removing the physical element, which is that contact, which is that helmet, them shoulder pads popping, where it sounds like gunshots, clouded with a chance of that. Love it, right? But now we're getting more and more of that, and we're hearing more and more reports of it, and we're getting more clarity on guys that are playing well, are developing, versus some of the guys that are struggling a little bit or trying to find their footing as well, man. We'll put it like that. But I think there are a lot of positives in all of the scenarios and all of the reports that we've been hearing, whether it's, some of the chemistry reports that we've been talking about, right? We know we're trying to see how quickly Aaron Rodgers builds that chemistry with the DK Metcalf, how quickly he can build chemistry with a Calvin Austin, a Roman Wilson, a Robert Woods, etc., right? Or even these tight ends, Darnell Washington, right? But these are the things that we need to get done. These are the reps that have to happen in order for it to translate to the season. Right. As much as we want to see these guys be perfect and everybody looks good on offense, everybody looks good on defense in training camp, that's just not a reality. Right. Because you got guys that, when we're talking about some of our pass rushers, some of our offensive linemen, some guys are a lot more proven than some of the other guys. So with that, there are going to be some context, some things where, some dudes may look further ahead at this stage than others. But I think it's also important to understand that it's still the team concept. And yes, certain drills are going to highlight strengths and weaknesses, but more importantly, it's giving this team information. So now when you're playing against other teams, we have that intimate understanding of what you do well, but what you struggle with. And now we can put together a plan in terms of how to protect certain people or how to put people in positions to highlight their strengths versus trying to make them overcome their weaknesses. You can make it work, but it's just a lot more of a challenge. It's a lot more difficult. And sometimes it's a lot less fun going that route. So I say that because obviously we know, man, we've had a couple of players, man, kind of stand out, make some noise, while having a couple of players also, kind of be on the not so good end of it, man, in terms of some of the reports. But I do want to start with some of the positive stuff, though, man. Darnell Washington, a.k.a. Mount Washington. Shout out, man. Everything I've been hearing from him, man, he's been doing his thing, man. Not just from a blocking standpoint, which we know coming out of college was his strength or should have been a strength. We know he had a little bit of a rocky go at it when he first was transitioning to that level. But now, I mean, you see that showing up. You see him blocking and consistently blocking, not just, the guys that he should block, but even some of the guys you're like, yo, you ain't supposed to be able to block that guy. That's popping up. That's happening a little bit more frequently, a little bit more consistent. And I think that that's huge, man, because if you can have that type of guy out there, but also have him be a asset in the blocking game consistently, whether it's run or pass, now when you're talking about some of the disguises, now when you're talking about some of the versatility or some of the multiple looks that we want to give teams from an offensive perspective, this adds to that. You heard, I think it was Arthur Smith said, man, was it the 4 tight end set, right? That's his dream thing. Can I get 4 tight end sets? Well, how do you get that? Well, we know Pat Frymouth, we know Jonnu Smith, we feel great about those guys. But now it becomes the others, right? Darnell Washington, are you going to be a consistent player that we can trust, whether it's blocking or catching? Hey, we need another guy. Connor Haywood, man, we haven't forgotten about you and some of your versatility and some of the things that you bring to the table from an athletic standpoint. These are the things to me that continue to make me excited about what I'm hearing from Darnell Washington or hearing about Darnell Washington. But to add to that, because like I said, man, I think I forgot which linebacker they were talking to. He was like, yeah, man, this dude's pretty much been, a cheat code while he's out here. And that's largely due to his, athleticism, his ability to go up to the 12th floor and, pluck that ball out the air. I don't know if y'all saw the picture, right? I saw the picture where literally he's like in the corner of the end zone catching the ball and he high points it and you could barely see the football. The football looks like about that big. His hands look like massive. And you're just like, bro, Darnell, like you are a just insanely large human. Like the thing looked crazy. I want y'all to go find the picture, man. Like I said, man, it was on one of them social media sites, man. But look, he goes up and he's 2-hand high pointing that ball. And it's just like, wow, man, this is why we brought you here. This is why we drafted you. And this is more importantly why a lot of us, including myself, were excited about Darnell Washington joining the black and gold. But I also like the fact that him specifically was on record, man, saying that, he would also be open to playing tackle, offensive tackle, that is. He's like, yeah, man, I know I could do it. He's like, man, I would be eager. I could definitely do that. But at the same time, like, man, pump your brakes. You a tight end. Tight ends, yeah, you can get paid a lot of money over there doing your thing, man. And you don't have to gain all that weight either. All right. But as a whole, though, I did like the fact that he was open to it, that he would even just throw that out there like, man, listen, I'm not, it doesn't have to always go exactly how I want it to go. I'm okay with, man, if the team needed me to play here, I would do it. And I feel capable in doing that as well, or capable in his abilities to do that. And I think that these are, things that are very promising when you're talking about young players, man, coming into this league and just trying to find their role, man, trying to figure out where they're going to be, as a professional, with this roster and stuff like that, man. So like I said, man, with Darnell Washington, keep doing what you're doing, baby. Keep doing what you're doing. But yeah, we don't need you at offensive line just yet. All right, we're going to take some time with you on that one. All right, for sure. Going to take some time. Make sure you hit that like button too while we at it. And don't forget to subscribe either if you are new to the channel. Because, like I said, man, some other things that have been happening or positive information coming from training camp. We had some positional flexibility being shown at Friday Night Lights. All right. This is becoming like a reoccurring thing every Friday Night Lights, man. Just, hey, I want to see some versatility. This is the place to be at. All right. We know a couple of years ago, we had Kendrick Green all of a sudden pop up from the guard spot / center spot to fullback, right? Well, they spun the block and did it again this go around, but this time with a little bit more mobile version. All right. Talking about Mark Robinson, aka C-ball, hit ball. You know what Mark gonna do. All right. But yeah, man, Friday Night Lights, man. They've, gave him some opportunities, man. And yeah, it's one of those things where obviously when we're talking about Mark Robinson, man, taking some snaps at fullback, it can go multiple ways, right? Some people look at it and say the more you can do. And I'm a believer in the more you can do. Yeah, you came here to play linebacker, but you got running back background, obviously what you were doing, prior to your time in the NFL. We also know that you've shown that you can do more than just play linebacker in the sense that you even go out there and play special teams, right? You become one of our key contributors on special teams, especially the coverage units. So once again, we like that part. We like the fact that you're willing to open yourself up, that you're willing to do a little bit more. But at the same time, that's the thing where I'm like, all right, I'm liking this and that's how I want to look at it. But I also have to look at the other side of it also, which is if they're asking you to do more, if they're trying to see, can you do this? Can you do that? Are they doing that because they're trying to find more value in you because you're not the most valuable at one specific thing? And that could also be the case. I know at times that was my fight. When they say you're a jack of all trades, but not a master of one. And at times there are pros to that, but at times there are cons to that as well. And for me, man, when I'm looking at Mark Robinson, I'm just a little bit cautious about that because we do know we drafted a linebacker late this year, man. Carson Bruner, we know former black and gold alum, right, in terms of his father. But to me, man, when you look at Carson Bruner, you look at his film, man, that's a dude that should, transition into a special teams player very similar to Mark Robinson in terms of the athleticism, the size that they have. So when you're looking at that and then you start to throw into account the money element in terms of Mark being more expensive than Carson, these are some of the things where you're just looking and it's like, man, make sure that linebacker stuff is still looking the way that that's supposed to, while also showing that you can still pick up some of this other things, right? Because like I said, man, he was a running back, man. He did used to play running back, and that part I do like, man. Ain't nothing like getting that rock in your hands. All linebackers, I feel like, used to play running back, right? I used to tote that rock too, man. It's like, yo, we hunt what we are. Like, I get it. You know what I mean? So yeah, if you go out there and touch that rock, it feels good. It feels good. You know what I mean? But let's keep the main thing. And I think that that's the thing that we also want to be just reminded of, because when I go back to that Kendrick Green situation, yes, he looked good in that, practice, and we were excited about it. But then we never really got a chance to see it actually happen in game. And then he ended up getting released that same offseason or that same preseason. So to me, man, when I look at Mark Robinson, I'm just saying, man, keep doing what you're doing, but make sure that you keep the main thing, because they don't draft players just to draft players. They draft them because they see something specifically about him that they want here. And it's going to be up to you to ultimately maintain your spot and keep him a ball for you, man. So shout out to those dudes though, man. I guess on another positive note, all right, as we transition some of these injuries, because we have been starting to have little dings here and there, right? Obviously, Troy Fautanu is one of those guys, man. Alex Highsmith popped up. I don't know about y'all. Was I the only one who got that alert? I think it was yesterday. My phone went off, ding. It was the NFL, and they're like, hey, Alex Highsmith has to leave practice. I'm like, bro, I'm trying to cook these ribs real quick. Why are you trying to stress me out about Highsmith leaving practice? Like, is it bad or is it okay? So, as we sit here right now, I believe Coach Tomlin said he was, one of them day-to-day things. So shouldn't be too crazy out there. So I do like that. But as a whole, I'm like, dang, bro, it was that significant that y'all had to like hit everybody with the alert. Like, was I the only one? Y'all let me know in the comment section, pretty please. All right. Cause maybe I was the only one, but it popped up on my phone. I'm like, hey, bro, hold on now. I ain't got time for this. Definitely. Okay. I see X concept. He said it happened to him too. Yeah. Almost rumor week. And I'm like, hey, bro, don't you do this. And I know how he spit. So that was the other part. I'm like, dang, man, like, is it bad, or is it just like medium? All right. Because we all know with a little growing, little hammy, you know what I mean? A little soft tissue. It happens. It's training camp. It's hot. A lot of running, a lot of hydrate, rehydrate. I get it. But I'm like, man, don't be popping up with the alert. Y'all had me thinking it was like serious, something for real. Like, I was just seeing when he was kicking butt the other night. Like, man, he was over here. Y'all know what he was doing that Friday night. Like, y'all know what the reports are, all right? We can't talk about the other side. We don't talk about this side of the report. They say he was over there putting belt on it. He said, how you want it? How do you want it? I take you outside. How do you feel? I go outside again. Coming up in a fast lane spin move. I mean, like, I get it, bro. It's Highsmith. The dude did have 14 and a half sacks in a single season. I mean, it's the reason why he's getting paid what he's getting paid. All right. But yeah, man, I'm like, yo, don't mess up my weekend like that, man. I need that duo. Okay. I need the Highsmith TJ. I like that. Like that a lot. Okay. So shout out to them dudes, man. But yeah, it does seem like, at least from the initial reports, that, we did dodge a nice little bullet with the Alex Highsmith growing situation, man. So I definitely like that. We obviously know that he isn't the only one dealing with some stuff. Like I said, Troy Fautano's been dealing with some stuff. Think they brought up Corey Trice as well, man. He's dealing with a hammy. So in terms of like some of the bigger name guys, then we still do have like a laundry list of other little nicks and knacks, and dudes have been brought on since then because of that. And that also, man, speaking of some of those injuries, that was part of the reason why Mark Robinson even took reps at fullback, was because DJ Thomas Jones, right? That was the rookie that we signed. He's our actual fullback. He's also been leaking oil a little bit, man, being sidelined with the injury. So that's the other part of, training camp, man. When guys go down, you look to see, man. And this is Coach Tomlin's mindset. And I can tell you because we've had these conversations verbatim. And it's basically, if you're a veteran player and I'm able to move you or inconvenience you with the hopes that spares, a rookie's development or a younger player's development, he is going to err on that side 9 times out of 10. So when you see a Mark Robinson go and take reps at fullback, it's because he feels like, man, Mark has already had multiple years at linebacker. So him missing a day or two or a meeting or two to take fullback reps and take fullback meetings isn't going to kill his development, isn't going to kill where he's at as a player. Whereas for a younger guy like Carson Bruner, you don't want to throw, too much on his plate when he's already trying to prove that he can just play one position at this level. So I know some of the reports, man, about Troy Fautanu, right? Because with Broderick kind of being up and down and things like that, there were questions about would Troy potentially take snaps at left tackle, and Coach Tomlin was really clear and adamant that no, he's not at this stage planning to give him any of those reps. And I know people are like, well, hey, man, y'all did it with Broderick. Why won't you do it with Troy? And I just think, man, for him, a couple of things. I think he kind of learned from the Broderick situation because he didn't want to do that. But out of the situation that was taking place, it kind of happened. Remember, Chooks made the comments that he made to the staff. We already had Dan Moore, who was in the heart of being, a 3-year starter at that time. So that was ultimately why Chooks went to the right, or that's why Chooks came out the lineup. Broderick went to the right. And from there, that was kind of how we've been. But now, when we're talking about that same type of scenario where it's like, would you want Troy to potentially play the left? I think for Coach Tomlin, the way that he's looking at it is, man, we don't have a need for him to go over there right now. You allow Broderick, you allow your Calvin Andersons, you allow your Spencer Andersons to take those reps while you allow the young guy to have a fully healthy training camp. Because remember, a year ago, he was also battling injury throughout the preseason. He didn't play in any preseason game, if I remember correctly. And then he showed up, I think it was week 2, Denver, right? And then played. And then obviously that was the last time that we saw him. So different in terms of who you want to ask to do a little bit more. And like I said, just from my personal experiences, I remember, man, it was a camp where, Coach Tomlin is like, we got injuries at inside linebacker. I know you can play inside linebacker. You already know what you're doing outside linebacker. I would much rather you go in here and take these reps, miss meetings at outside, because it's not going to kill your development. It's not going to kill you where you are on this fight, versus me taking a young year 1 or year 2 player and asking him to miss days, miss reps, miss meetings, and now try to still, gain ground or make progress in terms of where he's at career wise. Or the alternative is he has to go fire somebody, meaning cut a different position group player to go sign a guy that does play that spot as well. So those are some of the things that, really kind of go into the mindset when we're making those type of play or making those type of personnel decisions. And I think that's the cool part too with it, man. Just, some of the backstory like that, man, when those guys are asked with that, and it's like, literally, do you want your friend to get cut, or are you going to, figure out how to go play that position over there, or, make do with missing a meeting or two. But shout out, man, because obviously, as we said, because we keep looking, man, we know that I feel like there's still another move going to be made at some point. We looking at the receiver room. I think there's still going to be a move. All right. But we're being patient. I like the fact we had a game this weekend, so we'll get a chance to at least see something. All right. Maybe they knew a lot more than we do. Okay. Maybe that's the case. But I just a little bit. Just got a little bit on it. All right. But obviously, the elephant in the room would be the Broderick Jones situation, man. We know that he had a little bit of a rough go at it the other night, man. Shout out to Alex Highsmith. Had a lot of success against him. But more importantly, man, I look at it and say iron sharpening iron. It's important to know that, Broderick is going against some of the best pass rushers in the world. All right. We obviously have heard some of the high praise that Troy Fautanu has gotten with TJ Watt. Right, where he's like, man, being able to go against young, athletic tackles like Troy, and that challenge, and just how he is pushing him and how, TJ is pushing Troy, vice versa. That part is awesome, man. But at the same time, TJ is still TJ. So when we're talking about Highsmith, it's like, man, it's not a lot of pass rushers walking this earth that has had 14 and a half single season sack numbers at the NFL level. Shoot, this dude's had never done that at any level, collegiately or high school. That's a lot of sacks, a lot of butt getting kicked. So I look at that and I say, man, context does matter. Highsmith is getting paid nicely. Highsmith, man, is a dude that has proven on numerous occasions that he is a Pro Bowl caliber player, man. He's a dude that you can truly depend on and rely on. Broderick on the other end is young. He's still in the heart of his development, and this is his first year at the NFL level at left tackle. Because remember, he's been playing right tackle. So to me, he is going against, a person that is a dang like high level fringe, if you want to call it fringe elite, because I look at the elites and I say that's TJ, that's Parsons, that's Myles Garrett, Max Crosby. I'm like, you're fringe elite. You're like right there on it. You do the 14 and a half again. What we talking about? So those are the things that when I look at Highsmith, I'm like, yeah, this is awesome for Broderick. I think that for Broderick to get a chance to go against Highsmith, to get a chance to go against Herbig, to get a chance to go against Sawyer, all of those guys, man, the different skill sets that they all possess are only going to make Broderick Jones better. You want to hear Broderick Jones getting his butt kicked because as a whole, he is learning. He's getting skills. He's getting whooped into shape. And now when he goes out there and he's playing week 1, week 2, week 3, that's not Alex Highsmith. You know what I mean? That's not Nick Herbig. That's not those type of guys. But he'll have already been able to acquire so much information about his strengths wise, weakness wise, that now when he's playing against some of these, nicer, more proven pass rushers, he'll be able to come out there and put together a pretty daggone good performance, because we know a lot of what we have, in terms of our hopes, in terms of our expectations, are heavily based on Broderick and this offensive line protecting Aaron Rodgers. I think Akron is ready to do his thing, man. He's whooping himself into shape, right? Getting some of that rust off, because we know he didn't have a full offseason with us. But he's more and more sharp, building more and more of a rapport, tapping into some of these receivers, these tight ends and stuff. So I'm liking all of that, but none of that matters if we can't protect him and keep him upright. And I think that that's going to be the critical part when we're talking about this offensive line and just ultimately how they continue to develop. Now, we want them to be healthy, and I think that's the other part. But at least on paper, I do like the depth options, man. When you're talking about the Andersons, Calvin, and Spencer, we got two versatile dudes, man, that have started games and have played in multiple games for the black and gold and have helped get us out of stadiums. I think that that's something that we should be feeling confident in. Now, we don't have the type of depth that we've had, 2 years ago. We were like, yo, we got the starting group, and then we got the back group that looks just as nice. Nah, remember, everybody got beat up and banged up. But now it's like, man, we got a pretty good group that we feel confident in, and we still should feel good about the guys that we're, having the reserves also. But all of that is just lip service if these dudes don't go out there and make it look like that starting this weekend, obviously versus the Jacksonville Jaguars, man, in that preseason game. But, yeah, man, as a whole, man, I don't have a lot of concern about Broderick right now. Like I said, if he was doing this and it was, against some no-name dudes, some guys we've never heard of before, different conversation. Alex Highsmith then whooped, man, we can go down the list, right? Alex Highsmith got Ronnie Stanley on his mixtape. He got Orlando Brown on his mixtape. It's a long list of bodies that Highsmith walk around like, I know y'all, everybody go crazy over the highest paid non-quarterback TJ Watt, but let me just show you about my collection of heads I got over here, all right? And that's the thing that I'm such a fan of with Highsmith. It's like, yo, that's a heck of a Robin, all right? Don't trip. That's a heck of a Robin right there, man. So shout out to those dudes though, man. But like I said, man, the other thing that I will say is this too. I'm liking some of the clips that I've been seeing, man, with just the good on good receivers versus B's. I'm seeing the Jalen Ramsay, the DK Metcalfs, the DK, the JPJs, the Roman Wilsons versus the JPJs. I'm like, yo, I'm just everything I need to see, man. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Because this is the competitive vibe. This is that competitive atmosphere that you need at training camp, man. That's why Latrobe is so cool, man. You get out that joint, you forget about everything because it's just literally ball. That's all you playing, ball. It ain't glitz, it ain't glamour, it ain't a whole bunch of pop-up tents, make you feel nice and good. Nah, we out here to get after it. I'm trying to punch you in the face. You're trying to punch you in my face. I don't like you for the 2.5 hours that we out here, and it's hot. We sweaty. You know what time it is, but it is what it is, man. And ultimately, you form that brotherhood. And that's the other thing that I do keep hearing about, the guys over there, specifically when they're talking to Aaron Rodgers. I would want to say that, man, because Corey Trice, man, he was also highlighting that specifically when talking about some of the new additions to the team, man. Talking about how Jalen Ramsay, Darius Slay have really had an impact on that secondary in terms of not just how they practice, but when you're in the film room with those guys and talking to them, picking their brains and understanding what they're trying to see, what they're keying in on. But he also talked about just, their sense of humor. He's like, yo, both of these dudes, big personalities, like to have a lot of fun. And as a whole, man, it just makes it lighter. It makes it a little bit, easier to go through some of the grind that is training camp. But the other thing that he kind of spoke on specifically too was Aaron Rodgers. He's like, man, a lot of people, have a perception of him outside, but he's like, here, man, the way that this dude has been leaning in, talking to everybody, trying to hang out with everybody and just be one of the guys, be a true teammate. He said, man, that's one of the coolest things because, when you think about Rodgers, it's like, man, we're like, yo, it's Aaron Rodgers. We know he kind of has like that air about him, man. He's a little bit older than the guys. But the way Corey Trice is saying it, man, he's like, yo, the way that this dude like is being able to connect while also looking like turning back the clock a little bit when he's moving around out there, not looking like his age. We like that also. But like I said, man, those are the positive things that you want to hear. Those are the reports that you want specifically when you're talking about new additions at key leadership positions, right? We know this team is going to go as Rodgers goes. If he has a dope season, we're going to feel great about our offense. We're going to feel great about this team. If he has a bad year, if he looks bad, looks old, we're going to feel miserable about this offense and more importantly about this team. So those are all positives that I'm liking. And I think that, like I said, as a whole, I'm liking where we are right now, man, coming out of training camp, starting up a game week, all right? And like I said, man, I figure when we stream again later this week, that's when we'll talk more about, the matchup and stuff like that. And really, I'm not about to do a whole breakdown preview on that like that. But more importantly, man, just, some guys that we're going to be eyeing, right? Which young players? Who should we be? I want to see this. I want to see that. Or maybe open some phone lines up as well, all right? But shout out. Alrighty. And like I said, man, if y'all are enjoying what we are on today, man, make sure you hit the like button one time for the culture and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Oh, and I did see that super come in here. Let me get that real quick from the homie Justin Gordon. Man, as always, I appreciate you for the support, man, from the heart. It says, yo, 5-5. He says, yo, 5-5. All I'm hearing from training camp is the offense is trash. Wide receivers bad. Running backs bad. O-line really bad. QB, okay. Looks like more anemic offense coming. I will say I don't agree with those reports, but maybe that's who has been reporting to you, and to each their own in terms of their perspectives on it. But let's be real. If we're simply talking about Pittsburgh Steelers in 2025, and we're looking just at the roster on paper, right? You can add payroll in there as well. Where would we say the strength of our team is? Would we say, is it on the offensive side, or would we say the strength is on the defensive side? The majority of us are going to say the strength is on the defensive side of the ball. That's where all the money is. We know Highsmith, TJ, Cam. We just drafted a first-round draft pick in Derek Harmon over there. We just had our highest paid free agent a year ago in the history of the organization, Patrick Queenby over there. We spent a third-round draft pick on a Peyton Wilson over there, a second-round pick in a JPJ over there. We traded for a Jalen Ramsay and then paid him also over there. Signed a Darius Slay, okay? And we even gave Deshaun Elliott a nice, hefty contract extension. So when you think about all of that money, all of that proven production, and even if it's not proven, it's high-end first-round draft pick, those guys should be doing what it is that they are doing at training camp. If the reports were coming out that that defense was getting gashed, carved up, was getting ran all over, wasn't generating any pressure, couldn't guard anybody, and we're asking who they're going against, and we're saying Roman Wilson is cooking Jalen Ramsay. Hey, man, Calvin Austin is just trashing Darius Slay. JPJ don't even need to put a helmet on when DK Metcalf out there. We wouldn't want that. Now, I can tell you for a fact, it is competitive. Them dudes on offense are making some plays, but yes, as a whole, it has been more defense doing their thing as it should be. Like I said, man, if our defense did not have the amount of talent, the amount of proven production, the amount of resources over there from a financial standpoint, totally different conversation. But even when we're talking about our defense, and we can pick the different metrics from a year ago, some are going to have this defense where, yeah, you saw some flashes with eliteness, and then you're going to see some parts where it was like, yeah, we had a lot more left to be desired. And we talk about some of the context with that, but I don't look at the reports or just even from what we visually have witnessed out there in these training camp situations and say, oh my God, man, this offense doesn't stand a chance. Nah, this offense isn't going against the Pittsburgh Steelers defense every week. We've talked about how we don't like our old school mindset, because what is our mindset right now? We will choke you out and win the game 10-3. We don't care. You got to have a defense that's capable of that, though. And this defense currently right now is very healthy and very, fresh. It's different when you're talking about December and January, where they've had to wear that the whole time. It's like, yeah, it's a lot more of a challenge. And that's the part where we're looking at the offense and we're saying, hopefully with the Aaron Rodgers, the DK Metcalfs, the Jonnu Smiths, the emergence of a Darnell Washington, right? Broderick going back to the left tackle spot, Caleb Johnson, and, right, Jalen Warren, Kenneth Gainwell. Hopefully these dudes can develop and ultimately show that, hey, man, we can take some of that load off of that defense. And now this dominant defense won't just be dominant in September and October. And then when it's November and we're like, all right, December, we're like, God, dog. January, like, hey, where they at? It won't be that. So that's kind of the mindset right now. But to me, man, I think the offense will be fine, man. They're going to continue to develop. And more importantly, man, Aaron Rodgers is going to get these dudes up to speed. And that's what you have to find your confidence and your comfort in. But to me, man, yeah, I'm not tripping on those type of reports like that. And like I said, man, some of them just sound sexier also when you hit them with the, hey, man, this is bad, that's bad. It's just like, you can sell the positivity, you can sell the doom and gloom. You're selling whatever you want to sell either way, right? I sell positivity. That reporter, the people that report you, kind of give you a little bit more of that doom and gloom element, but we're going to find out. And I think that's the cool part too. Now that the season is here, it doesn't have to be speculation. It doesn't have to be my opinion versus your opinion or anybody's opinion. When we watch that game this weekend, man, we're going to get a chance to see, okay, all right, bet, context, information. Then we'll see it again and again. Then after that, the regular season to hit. And we're really going to get some answers in that first month, second month, third month. And then when we're done with all this, we're going to look back and we're going to understand, okay, maybe this offense was trash. But what if this offense isn't trash? Or maybe this defense is elite. Or maybe this defense is trash. We're going to find out. But all of those answers, that's the beauty of the games being played, man. We get the answer all of that, man. And I think that that's something that we're all looking for too, man. So shout out. But yeah, for sure, man. For sure can understand, some of that, what's this? What's going on here, man? What's going on? I'm seeing the reports. I get you. Trust me, I get you, man. But like I said, man, y'all hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe either if you're new to the channel. Let me go ahead and make sure that the homie is on is good to go. Got to tap in with the homie TG. Like I said, man, he out there with his coach's whistle on. He feeling real official over there, man. So I got remind him every once in a while. Hey, bro, don't forget me, man. Don't forget there's little people over here. Alrighty. Shout out to Phantom XTV. Phantom X. Yeah, I said that right. I probably butchered it, but I be butchering it anyways, man. You gotta cut me some slack sometimes, all right? But anywho, let's get it. Because Phantom XM TV says Micah Parsons for Pat Fryermuth and Alex Highsmith. Dang, bro, you trying to get the guys up out of here? Oh, no, say it ain't so. No, say it ain't so. You trying to get the guys going. I mean, I get it. I definitely understand where you are coming from when you're talking about, Highsmith, Parsons, Muth. Yeah. A couple things on the stage, right? Or a couple things to discuss. Obviously, when we're talking about the resource that we currently have, where do we feel we have the most depth / assets? Yeah, you look at that pass rush room and you can definitely see, we got some pieces in there, man. Obviously, TJ Watt, Highsmith being one of those main guys, Nick Herbig, and Jack Sawyer, right? The 4th round pick that we drafted this year out of Ohio State. So when we look at all of those, it's like, yeah, we think that we could, use one of those guys as a potential trade asset, whether you're looking for a pass rusher or a running back, receiver, whatever the position is. Yeah, you feel like you could use that as a potential asset. And I think that at one point we were talking about, I think it was Terry McLaurin, when he popped up requesting a trade officially, saw people throwing Highsmith's name into that as well as a potential trade compensation package. Now, when you include Pat Fryermuth also, I understand why I don't like it, but specifically when you're talking about Micah Parsons, yeah, you're trying to get a generational player, a generational talent who also has the production to back it up, regardless of how we may or may not feel about Parsons, if he's truly as great as everybody says he is, or if he's overrated, whatever you want to say, right? The production is still the production. We can't refute that part. And that's at multiple inside and outside position. So it does take more. But the other thing is this, man, that Parsons super young, but you're also going to have to pay him. And he's going to reset that market. We know TJ Watt just broke the bank, man. He's getting $42 a year. New highest paid non-quarterback in NFL history, right? So Parsons is going to be in that same frame. As much as, it would be awesome to have TJ Watt and Micah Parsons, I don't see a scenario in any capacity where the Steelers are going to be paying $42 million for TJ Watt and then in the same offseason trade for Micah Parsons and pay him $42.5 or $43 million on the same team. That's a lot. That's a lot. And I love my pass rushers. I love my pass rushers, man. And yeah, financially, sure, we could do some cool stuff. But that's a lot of money to be in the pass rush room, man. I don't see it happening, man. Like I said, as a pass rusher, it's a fever dream. I would love it. I'm like, yeah, man, dog rush one. I'm Parsons, TJ, Cam, Harmon. Yeah, everybody gets a one-on-one. Benton, when we in base, everybody gets a one-on-one, and we playing man-to-man behind it. Yeah, it'll look real Philadelphia Eagles like. That's what it'll look like, man. So as much as I would like that, I know that payroll-wise, we're not putting that much in that room with those guys specifically, man. So that's the only thing that does suck about it. But in terms of if you were going to take that, and maybe it's not Muth and Highsmith, or maybe it's one or the other, and you went for Terry McLaurin, I think you got a better chance. I think you have a way better chance, man, to go Highsmith, or, Highsmith and a late pick for a Terry McLaurin, or a Muth and a late pick for a Terry McLaurin. Like, I think that you have a way more higher likelihood of that happening, man, for, versus than them getting a Micah Parsons, man. Because even if you bring in Parsons, you switch his position, you put him back to inside linebacker, right? Even with that, it's like, man, you're not going to pay two defenders on the same defense $40+ million in a single season. Like, it's $80 million in payroll and just two positions on the same side of the ball. Like, and neither one of y'all can score me points. Neither one of you guys touch the football, like, every single play. That's a lot. That's a lot. We just ain't doing that. I know we ain't doing that. All right. But that's the part, though, that, like I said, man, going back to the receiver part, Terry McLaurin, I think that has way more possibility. But even with that, we just paid DK Metcalf. DK's getting $30 a year. Terry McLaurin's going to want, they said he wants a DK Metcalf type of deal. No. He doesn't want he wants that range of money, though, that $30 a year. We're seeing the team that's doing that right now in Cincinnati, and you're seeing how it's really strangled their roster in terms of who they can and can't pay. There's just, once again, a lot of money to have in the same position group, man. You got one receiver getting 30, another guy getting 30. It's tough. It's tough. But at the same time, they can both touch the football. They both can put points on the board. And I think that element in terms of how they can impact the game, it makes it a little bit more intriguing. And we also have to remember this, man, because it's not far-fetched. You can't pay two receivers. We're seeing it in Philadelphia with A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith. Both of those dudes getting paid nicely while you still got a Jalen Hurts back there getting paid also. You can't do it. Heck, and Saquon Barkley, right? So you can do it, but you have to have the rookies. And that's the flip side. The Eagles defense, as dominant as it was, is a ton of rookie level contracts or cheap labor. And I think that's the thing that we currently don't have right now. We are expensive on defense and our cheap labor is on offense, but the cheap labor hasn't necessarily turned into high level production just yet. So here we are trying to play that game again, right? So once again, as much as I would love Terry McLaurin to come here and join this group, man, I think that would be a beautiful situation. That is a little bit too rich for me, and that's why you've heard me on multiple occasions say, all right, what's that Amari Cooper looking like, man? All right, Amari Cooper, it's about that time. All right, Coop, man, hey, we're winding down. You don't want to go to Latrobe. You don't have to, man. We'll holler at you next week, man. We'll come get you on the south side. Don't worry about it, bro. That's kind of what I'm seeing right now. That's if I had to pick one, I think that one's a little bit more, in our wheelhouse, so to speak, man. Alrighty. Oh, and shoot, I didn't even see this one, but shout out to One North, man. I do appreciate you from the heart, man, dropping the super chat as well, supporting the channel, man, as a whole. But he says, do you think the Scary Terry trade could still happen? Remember, they said we weren't getting Ramsay, but then we got him. Now, I look at it like this. I think Terry McLaurin, that trade has way more potential than a Micah Parsons trade. Like I said, position of need. We know we need a wide receiver too. We know we want to give Aaron Rodgers as many weapons as possible. Terry is also on the right side age-wise, so you got youth. You feel great about what he brings in terms of his toughness and his ability to kind of do some of everything out there. And you've seen his production be consistent regardless of quarterback play. He's had some quarterbacks, man. We all know Terry has had to play with some dudes, man. But his production still remains the same. And I think that's the part that's so intriguing because we currently have Aaron Rodgers as our quarterback. But we all know next offseason, that could shift. That could change to rookie quarterback. Or maybe it's Rodgers again. Or maybe it's another veteran quarterback. But we know the past couple of years we've had that position be a revolving door in terms of the quarterback position group. So you do want receivers that production isn't solely based on who's throwing them the football. We want dudes that, hey, regardless who my quarterback is, I'm QB friendly, baby, because I get open. Justin Jefferson, we've seen it, right? Terry McLaurin, he's proven to be another one of those dudes while during his time in Washington. So to me, I'm not completely closing the door on it. Obviously, the thing that makes me feel like it's less likely is because we just paid DK Metcalf and made the big trade for him. But if things don't go the way that they want them to go and, we don't sign a Amari Cooper or a Gabe Davis type or anybody like that, then yeah, why wouldn't it be on the table, right? So we will see, man. We will definitely see with that, man. But as a whole, man, I don't want to trade my dudes, though, man. I don't want dudes to trade it. I like Pat. I like Highsmith. These are my dudes, man. Like, come on, man. We got history now. I'm like, yo, keep them. Yeah. And they be balling. Keep them, please. But Scary Terry is Scary Terry. I get it. Trust me, I get it, man. Alrighty. And then let's see. Oh, we also got Justin Gordon showing some love with a super chat as well, man. I do appreciate you for that. He says, I hear you, but to win in the playoffs, we have to beat elite defenses, and that's 1,000% the truth. It says the 2000 Ratbird era of defense is over. We got to put up points on good teams, and he's questioning, can we? And I think that's a fair question for all of us to be asking, man. He says, I think we need to cash out on wide receiver and tackle. So I'm with you on everything that you're saying in terms of, yeah, you do have to be able to score points. And I think that that's something that even Coach Tomlin has kind of adjusted to and adapted mentality wise. And that's what we're seeing him constantly shoot at these quarterbacks. We said over the past couple of years, how many different quarterbacks that we've had, where there's first round draft pick, where there's Justin Fields, Russell Wilson. Now we're on Aaron freaking Rodgers. And we spun the block on Mason Rudolph and said, you come back as a backup. And we went and drafted a national champion team captain, Will Howard from Big Blue Blood, Ohio State. It's like, bro, we clearly are trying to figure out that part, because for some reason, or I shouldn't be surprised by it, but for Coach Tomlin, he has identified how to create successful defenses and how to have players, man, just step in and really be guys, right? But on the flip side, offensively, man, we're still trying to get that to be the same, or have the same effect or same impact, and we're not having that as consistent. But in terms of wide receiver and tackle, yeah, we would all agree, man, we want another wide receiver here. We thought it was the perfect scenario when we had DK and GP. Obviously, that didn't go as planned. But I think, man, and when we say cash out on a receiver, to me, I think going to get Amari Cooper is cash out. I'm like, bro, he's going to cost, a couple of M's, but that's proven production. And that, more importantly, is going to help us with what we need this year. I don't know if we're going to be wanting to just, not just do the trade part, but the trade and the contract part for Terry McLaurin. I think that that's specifically the one that I don't know how that necessarily plays out. And that tackle, they're not going to move a tackle until they at least see Broderick this year, man. They want to see him at that left tackle spot, man. He's finally there. This is where they drafted him in the first round for. You bring in Troy Falatanu. Right now on paper, this is the best your offensive line has been over the past couple of years. They're going to allow Broderick to have the opportunity. Now, do you make a crazy move in season? That's a different conversation, but I think for that first month of September, barring injury, you're going to get Broderick Jones out there for better or worse. And to me, I'm looking at it and I'm saying, man, show up. Be a player. What's stopping you from being a guy, man? Nothing is stopping you right now from being a guy, man. So let's do what we got to do, man. And then I also see where you came back and he says, I care more about W's than style points, which I definitely would agree with you on that one, man. I know you ain't one of those people either that's like, man, I'd rather lose pretty than win ugly. No, you ain't never been on that. So I respect you for that, man. But he says, but I do want the ability to light it up at will. Is it too much to want to play bully ball on both sides? And no, I don't think it's too much to want to play bully ball. I just think when we say bully ball, we don't necessarily like the Steelers version of bully ball. Steelers version of bully ball is we're going to run the ball. We're going to end it with about 200 total yards of rushing, but we might only score 14 points, maybe 17 points, but we physically have ran through you. Because at the NFL level, you look at the spreads. I mean, from a Vegas standpoint, the biggest spread that you see on an NFL game, realistic, is about 6.5 points, right? 6.5. Rarely are you getting 10s, right? You might get a Chiefs or even a Bills or a Ravens on occasion. They'll get a 9.5 point spread. And everybody's like, yo, that's crazy. So bully ball, when we really talk about bully ball at this level, it's not blowing teams out by 20 and 30. Like we see the Ravens do it on occasion. It's like, oh, this is sexy. Why can't we do that? And it's like, yo, it was weird. And that's the Lamar effect with that offense. Or even when we talk about Josh, but it's like up in Buffalo, but it's like as a whole, you don't see a lot of that. Bully ball is what you see what the Steelers have been doing with the Najee. Run. I'm going to beat your face. And then at the end, I'm getting about the stadium. I'm winning by 2. I'm winning by 3. That's bully ball. That's the Steelers version of bully ball. I'm going to choke you out. You're not scoring more than 17 on us, right? That isn't as appealing. And I think that that's the part where when we're seeing the bully ball moniker, I don't think we necessarily want bully ball. I think we want a little bit more explosiveness with our game. They got the bully ball thing. Like I think peak bully ball performance would have been that Seahawks game 2 years ago up in Seattle, the Mason Rudolph coming out party, or not the coming out party, it's the week after the Mason Rudolph coming out party, right? But when we had Najee and Jalen Warren just run, like that's like Steeler. That's how they want everyone. If they could do it every week like that, they would do that, man. But like I said, we want more than that. We wanted to open it up a little bit, space it around a little bit, not be afraid to air it out so that way you can score those upwards of 30 points at will on occasion when you need to. Because that's the difference when we're talking about some of those playoff teams, a Baltimore, a Kansas City, Buffalo. And the reason I say those 3 because they were the big 3 that made it last year and that made it the furthest and have been kind of the most consistent of the groups, right, in the AFC. They possess that, but even with all 3 of those teams, you can see where they all still have certain flaws, but the difference is their quarterbacks are the difference makers. They're the outliers, the force multipliers, the ones that say it doesn't matter what's going on the field, we can make this right. And I think that that's what we've been missing. So when we aren't perfect, it shows a lot more. And that's, on offense and in defense, we don't have that person that's been able to bail us out, so to speak. And we're hopeful that Aaron Rodgers will be able to give us something, give us something like that. But to me, I think that that's also been playing into it. And part of why I know Weapon X says, the Steelers are too conservative. That's part of why they're conservative. When you don't have the ability to overcome a lot of mistakes, you avoid exposing yourself to potential negativity. People call that conservative. Others say, hey, you're planning to be successful. And it's called minimizing your weaknesses and highlighting your strengths, right? That's what Steelers been doing post Big Ben era. We hoping that we can kind of grow from that. But until you have the confidence in your personnel, you do what it takes to get up out of them stadiums with victories. And that's what they've been doing, over these past couple of seasons. But for sure, that is why, we take the conservative approach, man. Where are you, Michael G? When we have red paint, we paint the barn red. For sure, baby. Look, don't act like we couldn't score, man. When Ben was here, the Killer Bee era, it was nothing to go out there and, hey, we're going to try to score 30 every week, right? Okay, it shifted now. Now it's, we're trying to hold teams to about 17 or less. 17 or less, man. Get about that stadium, baby, all right? That's what we are, for better or worse. For better or worse, man. But yeah, man. So we will see, though, man. Trust me. I am hopeful, though. I am hopeful, though, that with Aaron Rodgers, man, with the new additions offensively, DK, Jonnu Smith and company, that we will, get more production from that side of the ball. And ultimately, that'll help us get up out of these stadiums, not just in we barely made it, but also we feel good about it and beat our chest a little bit more also, all right? So can definitely feel you on that, man. But with that being the case, like I said, man, shout out to everybody that is rocking out, man. But like I said, with that being the case, man, you already know, hit the like button one time for the culture and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Looks like the homie TG is about ready. So let me get him fired up. And then after that, we'll get this thing going. Alrighty. Like I said, it's going to get real fun when the season gets here. And I got to do this with like a interview coming in. I'm on the phone like, hey, can you hear me? All right, look, I'm going to do a quick intro that we can get you going. Don't talk too loud, though, okay? Because the mic's hot. Alrighty. Now, I do like how my dog shot me this text. I shot him a text right back, but he ain't text me back yet. He'll make me nervous. He'll make me real nervous. But here we go. I think maybe or not. No. Yes. Okay. Well, let's call him up and let's see, man. If he answered, great. If not, great. We'll make it work. All right. Here we go. All right, man. Push that button.
Your call has been forwarded to.
Oh, no, that one hit. Don't tell me your phone then died on me now, player. Don't you be dying your phone on me. Oh, all right, maybe. Let's find out. Maybe. Could it be?
Hello.
Could it be? Is that the guy? Am I finally talking to the man, the myth, the legend? Is that my dog? Is that my dog I ran over there?
My guy.
Okay. Ladies and gents, you know what time it is then, man. Let me drop the intro because it's only appropriate that we drop the intro when my dog is finally on the line. So, ladies and gents, you know I'm joined right now by that Pittsburgh Steelers alum. I'm talking about that West Virginia Mountaineer alum. They say it's almost heaven over there as well. I'm talking about that man that's currently, the defensive coordinator of Norfolk State University. I'm talking about my former locker mate, one half of the locker mates, the one and only Terence Garvin, a.k.a. TG. Yes, ladies and gents. Yeah. Oh, my God. TG. Yo, please, y'all stop throwing that. Don't throw it on the stand, all right? They trying to throw stuff on the stage right now. It's crazy right now, bro. You know it's crazy right now, bro. Only you do that. Only you could do that for me. You know what I'm saying? They throwing stuff on the stage right now. It's crazy, man. But how my dog, man? What's the word, man? You in the heart of training camp, man. My dog living over there, man. How the green and gold feeling, man? How y'all looking over there, man?
Man, we putting it together day by day, day by day. But we learning what to do, running and hitting.
Okay.
Setting edges.
There it is.
The basics.
Hey, I like it. I like it, man. I like it.
Don't get bored with the basics.
Hey, honestly, man, you can't get bored with the little things, man.
Come on, man. Trying to make the routine plays.
There it is.
Routine.
There it is. Hey, shout out to Coach TG, man. Coach T hit me with the coach talk. Hey, look, man, we just try to get a little bit better each day, a little 1% better. All right. That's all we try and get, man. This is just 1%. I love it. Let's go, man. Let's go. Well, shoot, man. Let's tap in because obviously, we know we in the heart of training camp, man, and we are finally getting preseason games going on, man. We had a Pro Football Hall of Fame game. Man. Steelers then broke out Friday Night Lights. We got game this week.
When Friday Night Lights hit.
Come on, bro. Know what time it is, man.
I didn't feel the Friday Night Light. I don't know. And I'm out of town, but I don't think I seen the. The energy I'm looking for.
You said it wasn't a celebrity. There was celebrity enough out there. Is that what you said?
Is that what it was?
Because it was a Glorilla out there a year ago.
Yeah, we had the back on backers moment.
Yeah, we did.
Did we?
You're right. Because now that I think about it, I think the big storylines coming from Friday Night Lights were Highsmith, what he was doing to Broderick, and some of that. Okay. But
okay.
I mean,
did we get the?
You're right though. Yeah, I'm right. Because I'm trying to think. Oh, no, Darnell Washington. I know he was one of those dudes, man. They've been talking about. He kind of had a little moment, but you're right. We didn't get that true signature. Like, yo, this is where somebody either showed they were a big dog or somebody showed that they need to go sit at the kiddie table. Friday Night Lights. We find out a lot about guys at Friday Night Lights, man. You right. You right. He said it felt a little watered down this year, man.
It's not. I don't want to say what was going down. What was it?
It didn't have enough pop for you.
It didn't have that pop. I was looking like that. I'm out of town.
So you were satisfied, but it didn't make you say, "Oh my God." Is that what you said? Like, I could. All right, okay.
Like for because it's just the standard so high right now.
The standard's crazy right now, bro.
With this, it just feels like
crazy. I mean, you got Rodgers out there, bro. We had Jalen. I seen Jalen versus DK. I'm like, oh, this is crazy. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a fire matchup, bro. Jalen walking out there. You see the money on the back. You see the money on the back plate. You see the money. You know what time it is, bro. I'm like, bro, come on, man. Talk your talk, bro. Come on.
And he out there getting booked. Like, he out there making the plays.
He's one of the guys that has had a Rodgers interception. All right, he's one of those guys. He has one. Yeah.
It's so high that it's just you think the energy is gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
Friday Night Lights. So
Yeah, I could dig that. I could dig that. Well, sure, we're going to see how it continues to go, how it continues to progress, though, all right? I'm just glad that as a whole, we've been, relatively healthy out there. I'm like, did your phone, I don't know if you got the alert, man. I get them NFL alerts. And, man, over the weekend, man, me in the chat, we was all talking about how, man, the Highsmith joint popped up. We like, yeah, bro, what's this, man? What's that? Hey, don't be at my line talking about Highsmith hurt. Whoa. Yeah, now, granted, they saying it's soft tissue, little growing, so shouldn't be anything crazy. But, bro, that's hit my line. I say, hey, man, don't be stressing me out like that, like on the weekend, man. I don't need that in my life, man.
I feel that.
Heck yeah, man. But
I feel that.
But we getting positive reports, though, from the guys, though, man. So that's the thing I do like, man. I had a chance to bump into Corey Trice. And you speaking highly of the guys down there, man. Your boy Slay, Ramsay and company. He liking what he's seeing, all right? So feeling good about it, all right? We feeling good.
Okay.
Now, shoot, man, since the last time me and you've talked, man, there have been a ton of things that have happened, man. We've had some new jerseys drop also.
Yeah.
Did you get? Cause see, we supposed to have right about that too. Yeah, but say, how'd you feel about the all 1933 joints that dropped, man? Is you a fan of them, light bright?
I like them.
Yeah.
I think look good.
Vintagey, yeah.
Yeah, look good. Hot.
Nice.
I'm good with them.
Okay. Yeah, cause when I seen them, I was like, dang, bro. I was like, yeah, man. When them drop, it's like, yeah, cause you're Bumblebee era. I say me and you were both Bumblebee era. We didn't get the Debo gold helmet before. So I was like, man, it's the first time we didn't see that in a minute, man.
I feel that. I think we like I like the uniform. I like the Bumblebee effect. I'm a natural blackish uniform. I'm a natural,
I gravitate the dark jerseys. I like it all black, tint.
Like the black, I'm never mad with like a gold rush type. Those are my favorites. That dark tint.
Okay.
But I like the uniforms. I'm good with still a nation.
It's the nation. Come on, man. Keep wrong with the nation, bro. You can never go wrong with it, bro. Yeah.
Even the Bumblebees was hot in the time. Like, you can never.
Bumblebees were kind of a lightning rod, though, man. Some people liked them because the stripes. Others was like, bro, what's this?
I don't think it was.
You ain't
never
like the socks. The socks.
I think it was strictly the socks.
You was trying to swag it way too differently, though, bro. Like, yo, put the socks on regular, man. They supposed to be stank and stripy, bro. You wanted to try to swag it up too much. That was your problem, bro.
Needed the all black.
Like I said, though, man, that need to be the next throwback, man. Give us something all black, all right? Some black pants with the black top, yeah.
At a night game?
Come on, bro. Come on. I like that right there.
Yeah.
Shit, could definitely dig that there, man. So we'll see, though, man, because we know every time they do these jersey drops, man, in terms of the throwbacks, they typically, I think it's like every 5 years they make the swap. So we might be locked in for these for a little while unless they add another, like, just alternative jersey. Or maybe it's like a color rush alternative to the color rush. We'll see. But shout out either way, man. Shout out either way. All right. Now, if you had a chance, man, to see some of the stuff that's been going on, around the league and everything like that. But since, we took care of our business with TJ White getting his contract done, man, you see what's going on down there in Dallas, baby? You see what's going on there, man? Oh, Michael Parsons, man, like, bro.
I think Dallas is Dallasing, Like, I think they always kind of feel like it's a drama. They're going to get that done.
Yeah. My man Parsons said, y'all walked into the office, told him straight up, I'm out. I want the trade. I'm like, Lord. Then you got Jerry say, hey, man, no, he ain't going anywhere. We had a deal in place, but he backtracked. I'm like, yo, when we start doing this, man, is this, like, you really think it's going to get done, though? Because I'm starting to have a little doubts, man. And obviously, Steelers Nation has their eyes on it. If you catch what I'm saying, they'll be like, hey man, hold on now.
Yeah. They can't afford that though.
But you know they want to. They want to. So that's why I gotta ask you. We gotta talk about it, all right? So look, man, look. You know, I have a similar stairs, but this is how the nation was eyeing it, all right? They was eyeing it. They like, all right, Parsons ain't happy. Parsons wants to request a trade. Jerry ain't trying to do it, but we clearly have some type of relationship with Dallas. We've already done business with them, right? GP down there. So they started to say, well, look in the cupboard. We got extra resources in the pass rusher room. We got extra resources in the tight end room. They said Highsmith and Pat Freiermuth, throwing them in the deal for a Parsons. Because now you clearing up some of the money. I'm with you because you got to pay him, but this is an elite pass rusher under the age of 27. Like, bro, this is tough. But that's what they were promoting. They were like, yo, what if it's Highsmith and Muth? Like, could that start to turn the page a little bit, get you open to it? Because I'm like,
when you talk about words like Micah, Trey, you're saying words like
that's generational, bro.
Like Jalen, off that,
dude. The last time we seen a deal like this was freaking Khalil Mack. Khalil Mack leaving Oakland to go to Chicago, bro. Like, and it's bigger than that.
Even to get Jalen, you had to give up a Micah.
Come on, Minka. Yeah, you give up Minka for him. Yeah, bro.
And I love, bro. He just got paid again. I didn't even need to do that.
He did. You see it, right?
You see how quickly it leaves you. But it's, man, as you just got, I love, bro. But it's like you see the mic on my mind. But like, to get it, Jalen, you had to give up a high piece.
Yeah.
So, and it's not that this is different, but this will be a top 10 on the top 100.
You said this ain't different. No, bro. Yeah. Let's be real. Michael Parsons at this stage, it is a little different than Ramsay at this stage. Like,
and don't forget, he's played the game completely because he's on social letting you know I'm in the best state I've ever been in my life. You see
it. He showed up to everything. Like, he said everything exactly how it's supposed to be said, bro. Yes.
I can't get in no better shape than I'm in right now.
Dude, tell me you see the video where he's running the hills and he's like, all I know is work. I ain't ever asked for much. I ain't ever want much. This is it. But I can't be expecting this, and I ain't willing to put that work in. And so that's the problem. Man. Like, some people get caught. I'm like, yo, you better stop playing. Are you shooting a commercial? Because Nike will put that into a commercial where when you get your deal done. Just know that. Nike will put that on the whole commercial. That whole you want a knee like that. Like, that's a movie right there, bro. I seen it.
Man.
Yeah.
No, I heard it.
Yeah.
So it's like, I think just what would be needed to truly get that off would be astronomical. That's truly it. Like, it just would be. I just don't even know the piece.
Because I'm over here like a Highsmith. Highsmith is 14 and a half. He had a 14 and a half season. So if you're Dallas, you're like, okay, I'm getting a dog. I'm getting youth. I'm getting a guy that's not breaking my bank. And I'm also clearing up not having to pay $43 million to this one player.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it's like, I see that part. You're getting in Muth as well, but I'm with you. You got to give up something else. That to me still seems light. Yeah, I'm like, whether it's you throwing in a second round pick?
Man, that's something like.
Because I can't give you a first. I can't give you a first on top of this, bro.
Come up with something like that.
I give you a second, but I can't give you a first though, bro. Like,
you got to give, because that's the piece that you see it.
I do. But that's what I'm trying to talk to you about, that second. I'm like, yo, don't you want the second? Get the second up off me.
I don't want to seem like I'm overwhelmed, but you have to go something like a first and fire move.
Low key. Yeah. If I'm Dallas, that's what I'm. Yeah, we're not talking like I need that. Yeah, throw that first in there because I know what Parsons is. And like and I know what Parsons is. I know what Parsons is.
So I'm getting a first for it.
Yeah. You know I need one. I need one with it. Yeah. Throw that in there. Just cause. Yeah.
And I'm probably getting a next year's.
Yeah. Give me a next year's third. Throw it in there. But say something in there. I need something.
Give me the second.
Yeah.
Like this is you can argue, you can argue this. Well, whatever we say, this is top 3
Mm-hmm.
in everybody's category.
Top 3. However you want to line him up in
Everybody's
the
category.
equation, he's top 3.
Yeah.
Just
Right.
however you want to, wherever you come
Whoever you
on to
want.
it, did that's where they put him in there, bro.
He's top 3 in everybody's
Yeah.
category. So we gotta respect it.
Yeah.
And you got it in the game of it's all about the ball and the quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of the most highly valued players you can get.
Hey, and TG, can we talk real quick? If you look, when we're talking most important positions, not named quarterback, look at the last 10 highest paid non-quarterbacks and look at how many of them are pass rushers, bro. It ain't even close, bro. Yeah, it ain't close, man. Pass rusher is where it's at, baby. Yeah. I just want to let you, because we be talking, man. We talk. And I had to look. I was like, yo, how many non-quarterbacks have been outside linebackers versus left tackles versus wide receivers? That wide receiver list is only 2 wide. It's only, I'm about to say, yeah, outside of a Jefferson and a Chase. Other than that, you start talking them pass rushers, you like, bruh. Donnell Hunter even had one where he was the highest paid non-quarterback at one point, bro. Like, pass rushers, bro. Pass rushers, man. Do you affect the ball? Do you affect that quarterback? So Parsons for sure does that. He for sure does that, bro. But now you a defensive guy. You a defensive guy though, right? Does he fit the scheme? Because I know some people have questions, right? Dallas, it's a little bit different than what we do here in Pittsburgh, but from your eyes, does Micah Parsons fit the scheme? Because this isn't me. Some of the chat, they do have some serious questions. Like, the schemes are different, man. Does he fit the scheme? How would he play here? And I'm just like, hey, let me turn it over to the coordinator, all right? To the active defensive coordinator of Norfolk State University, okay? Let me turn it to the guy real quick.
What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Of course, he fits everything.
What scheme you wanted to be? Maybe 3-4-4-3, Okie package, nickel package, dime, penny, big nickel, shoot, NASCAR, whatever you want, man.
He is the scheme, man. You scheme up for him.
He is the scheme, yeah.
Yeah, of course he fits.
Hey, man. And we already know how to handle podcasters also, man. Shout out Cam Hayward is showing you, man. He can do both. Rogers is showing you he can do both. All right. So we got it covered. All right. We know how to handle the media. We good. We're covered there. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But you ain't seeing that. You ain't seeing that Parsons trade. What you're saying though? Just make sure we're on the same page.
Nah, that ain't. Okay. I don't see that one.
Okay. Well, of course, the other trade that people have brought up. Plays wide receiver for your old alumni team, your other alumni team. I'm talking scary Terry McLaurin for that Washington. Yeah, bro. How you feeling about that one? Because I looked at the proposal that they had for Micah Parsons that the chat presented to me, and that's why I just broke down to you. And I said, why don't we take that and say for Terry McLaurin? I think you got a better chance there than you were for Parsons. You know what I mean? Just because you just paid TJ $42 million, and I don't think you're going to make TJ the highest paid non-QB and then turn around and make Parsons the next new highest paid non-QB in the same offseason. Like, that just seems kind of crazy to me, right? But
do we want to give up a pass rusher, though?
I mean, you drafted Jack Sawyer.
Yeah.
You got Nick Herbig, the flying Hawaiian.
Yeah.
You just paid TJ Watt $42 million. The last time you made TJ Watt the highest paid, he went out there and tied Michael Strahan's single season sack record, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So a lot is pointing in the right direction that maybe you could move on from a pass rusher, a singular pass rusher if you needed
to. Okay. Well.
And which one do you need more was the other thing that was presented to me. They said, do you need Highsmith more or do you need Terry McLaurin more? Wide receiver 2 versus pass rusher 2 when you still have Herbig and Sawyer along with TJ Watt.
Yeah. And I mean, the writing's on the wall for Highsmith. I'm not saying that, but in a sense. But I think he's more valuable in that spot. I just don't think you mess with that defense.
I'm with you. I love the defense.
I think you leave that defense alone. You don't mess with that defense, Leave that defense. You let that defense grow. You let it eat. And, But I love Scary Terry. Now, I ain't about to sit here and say I don't love him. That's a guy That's a game changer. Now you got 2 weapons with an Aaron.
Come on, man.
That's uber scary. But I think I think internally, like, you feel confident that you got something in there. Like,
yeah,
you feel all right. You got all those tight ends, DK's there. It's good competition defense. Like,
well, you brought up the tight ends. That was the other part of it, because you didn't hit the Muth element. That was the other part where they were like, well, if not Highsmith, then you still have Muth in a room where you once again kind of have an overload of talent, and you just brought in Jonnu Smith and just paid him also.
If you could trade Muth and maybe a second, whatever, and you take that, you do that. Now you do that.
Because you still have to pay Terry. Obviously, he's looking, to get in that DK type of range of contract.
For sure.
But to me, I think it's a little bit more easier to stomach paying them to receivers,
yeah, you can
30-ish, than paying 2 pass rushers, 42 and 43, and neither one are scoring points, man. Like, that's tough. That's tough, man.
Stopping people. They not scoring points.
Hey, they ain't scoring. And you get mad sacks, too. They... TJ and Parsons here would be terrorizing.
TJ and Parsons here would be...
They would be terrorizing people, bro.
That's Monster type stuff.
They would be terrorizing people, bro.
NFL wouldn't let that go, man. That's like the NBA.
They would, but what we would have to give up is going to make our roster look a little weird, though. Because you're not getting Parsons for just Muth and Highsmith. We both agreed upon that. They're going to dagger us, so give me Peyton Wilson. I'm like,
Nah, it might be something like that.
Give me, because he's younger. Patrick Queen, he's already paid. I don't want that one. Give me Peyton Wilson. Be like, or give me JPJ. Stop playing with me, bro. Get off my line.
Really a good one. Like,
get off my line, bro. Get off my line. I don't want to talk to you right now, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really the trade right there.
You see what I'm saying? Like, that hurts, though.
Alex and JPJ.
You see what I'm saying? That hurts. Yeah. That hurts.
Give me all that.
That hurts.
And I give you
I can see that, but that hurts. Now I'm looking, I'm like, dude, that was a lot. Like, it's a lot. Yeah. But we will see, though, man. Hopefully none of these guys get moved, and we're going about our business. But with that also being the case, how you still feeling about overall wide receivers for the black and gold, man? Are we still looking in terms of the free agent market? Are there any other names outside of Terry McLaurin that you may or may not want, or are you kind of cool with where we are right now for the preseason?
Personally, I'm okay.
Yeah.
I like us. I like where we at. I like it. Like, I don't think, super need a lot more. I think it's like, let's see where it's at. I think it's always easier to like add more and like, man, let's get a bigger name. Like, let's see where the chemistry and everything's at.
I can dig that there, man. I can dig it. Like you said, man, they will get a chance, man. That is the beauty of the preseason, though, man. Playing these games, let's see, put something hot on tape, man. Make us not want to add to that room. And I think that's the cool part about this time of year, man. You do get a chance to give them a reason to not, or you're going to give them a reason to go out there and bring somebody in, man. We know how that goes, man. Now,
and that's kind of where it's at. I think the team's at now, it's like build or see what's what about it.
Yeah.
Now,
and I totally missed this earlier, man, we were talking, man, but when you were bringing up the Friday Night Lights element, man, we did have some other, like, some sparks, though, man. What about Mark Robinson, man? They said my man was taking some fullback reps out there, man.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Look,
he's just so talented.
Come on, bro.
Like, you got to get somewhere.
Give some reps, man. Yeah. Former running back.
That's encouraging. I'll take that.
You say, yo, give my dog something, man. All right.
Give him something, man. Something.
Yeah, but they said my bed, you know what I'm saying? Getting a little active like that, so I like that.
Speed, like, give him something.
Yeah. And we do know the fullback position, man. Hey, Rosie transitioned to that thing and turned into a heck of a fullback, man. We'll see what you know what I'm saying, if it's a more than just a occasional practice thing, or, if it develops into something.
Yeah. And that's somebody that could be something.
Yeah.
He's fit. Big dude, running, hit, bro, like, could be a Rosie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because, like, you gotta have that mindset first off to play fullback.
Yeah,
like,
you gotta be willing to.
Question: do you think you had that mindset to ever be a fullback, bro?
No, I wasn't for the fullback.
I was like, yo,
I was linebacker.
it's like I'm cool on that, bro.
Linebacker was a far for me.
You said what? What was it?
I was really a safety. Like linebacker was a move for
That
me.
was the.
Yeah.
My ducks, hey, look, bro. This linebacker right here was right at my threshold. That was right at the line for me.
Already,
like, hey, what are we doing here, man? Yeah.
I'm already making moves.
Man, I just missed when you was really in that linebacker, that outside linebacker. I seen 6 Tech TG. That's the one I missed, man.
You was there today. They told me just get in the 6. I'm like, what's that?
Get in the 6, man. Hey, bro, what?
I'm not sure what that is.
Yo, shout out to my dog, bro. Yeah, that's the way I remember. I'm like, hey, bro, this is all right. Hey, he gonna cover everybody out here, though. All right, he gonna lock all this up. But, man, that's 6 look
hopefully
different.
He go out for a pass. I'll go out with him.
Hey, look, and it's funny, too, yo, boss said, because I've never said, I'm like, yo, I hope he'll never run no route, bro. Don't run no route, bro.
I'm hoping he run a route.
Run no route, bro. I'll be hot. Oh, you really want to run a route? What are you doing? Why are you running this route, bro? Stop. I want you to block. Hey, I
just want a vertical release.
Heck no. I'm over here like, can I please just rush? I just want to rush. I don't want no parts of this coverage, bro. No parts of this right here, man. That's funny, man. But yeah, funny. Here we are, though. Here we are. Now, we also, since, like I said, man, last time we talked, we officially know our new class of 2025 Steelers Hall of Honor, and it actually has a couple of our former teammates in that thing, man. I obviously talked about them a little bit last week when this first released, but did want to give you a chance, man, to talk about the guys, man. Obviously, Big Ben Roethlisberger, Marquise Pouncy, aka the Goons, and then of course the OG, Mr. 5'5", Joey Porter Sr. Yeah. Come on, man. Talk about what it's like, man, for you seeing all three of those dudes officially, get inducted into the Steelers Hall of Honor.
I think it's dope. Like, JPJ is the legend. I mean, not JPJ, but JP's the legend, man.
That's like, Big Peasy, bro.
That's OG, but that's the, like, me, when I ever think Steeler Nation and all, like, that's one of the first thoughts I see. It's like, hit you in the mouth. Hard nose, a little trash talking, but hard nose, I'm at you. Like, and it matters, Pouncy's the man. That's a true Hall of Famer.
That Pounce, bro.
That's one. Yeah, that's a
Pouncy, bro.
Jersey. That's a Jersey retired. That's a guy. That's
that 50 Trey. 50 Trey. Come on, man.
That's one of two. You know what I mean? It's only the twins. Like,
come on, man. Talk that talk. So,
I just think he's special. Like, he's forever been special. Yeah. He practiced so hard. Like, he was one of the dudes. I got to practice with him.
Oh my God! Thank you for saying that, man. Talk about that. Yes.
People just don't realize, like, he practiced so hard. Like, he'd come off whether he was in shells, vests, shirts. Like, he was just gonna practice hard. He took it so serious all the time. So it's like that's a Hall of Famer. He deserved it. He acted like it. He played like it. He carried it like it. Like, Le'Veon's one of the best ones out here, but it's like that he was able to be so patient with having such an elite line that was able to move people, and he could choose to be patient. Like, a lot of people can't afford to be that patient because they don't have a line like that.
Yep.
And then he said,
and we know the other one, the big dog, Sam. I know you got to talk about Sam.
The legend of the one, 7.
We all know that one. We know that one.
The best to come through and do it.
Come on, like, man.
If he knew your name, you was up.
Facts. He said, if you know your name, hey, I'm hot. Hey, except my name, bro. I'm hot. So
I'm part of the team. And I think they had to. Like, I think he was loyal to Steeler Nation. Yeah. Steeler Nation loyal to him. You got to put him in there as soon as possible. Like, it's one of the best to do it. You could argue that's the best quarterback to do it.
Yeah.
So I respect it. Got to put them in there. Respect. Got to play with them guys. Like, that was a tough team. You see how good that team was, though.
Facts.
Hall of Fame. It's true Hall of Famers from that unit.
Facts.
So.
Nah, I like that right there, man. Big facts on that. Like I said, man, all three of those dudes, though, man, across the board, man. Big dogs, man, in terms of what they mean to the black and gold. And even us individually, man. Me and you obviously here together as teammates. Big Ben was our captain. We competed against Pouncy daily, and me and you both sat in them same meeting rooms with Peasy when he wasn't the full linebacker coach, when he was running around with Jerry O as like the assistant in that joint, man. You think about, we got history, bro. You know, come on, bro. We go back. We go back with this thing, bro. Crazy.
Bro, I'll never forget. I always tell the story. I missed the tackle. And JP just gave me this look of discouragement. And I just felt terrible, man. It was like, man, you let the guys down.
You let P down?
You know?
Come on, you can't let Peasy down. No.
Like, you let the guys down. You know?
Nah, that's real life right there, man. That's real life. But nah, I like that right there. Shoot, I was even telling him about how, man, Peasy used to get it where, man, even when you were taking, like, we would take scout team reps versus the starters at times of the season, it's like, bro, he had you so hyped up over there. You like, bro, I don't care about nothing.
Sure.
Man, I'm over here trying to get it. It's like,
trying to really hoop.
Yeah, bro.
So, yeah, man, legends, man.
Big
Hall
facts,
of Famers.
Big facts.
They on and off the field, legends, man. It's legend, you know.
I like that right there. Now, facts on that, man. And I'm glad you said Hall of Fame too, man, because obviously we know that we had the Hall of Fame induction ceremony over the weekend, man. The 2025 class that officially went in, Jared Allen, Sterling Sharp, Eric Allen, and then Antonio Gates as well. Shout out to those legendary dudes, man. I didn't know if you had anything you wanted to maybe share about any of those dudes, man, from what you've seen from them or anything like that.
I mean, legends. Antonio Gates, one of the best to do it. Like, you know, like, grew up on Gates.
Yeah.
These are guys, like, that we watched or kind of what peers to us that are starting to go in there. So you can just see the changing of the guards. Like, I remember Jared Allen, you know?
The celebration, come on, bro. Rope him up.
Rope him up. So it's like, you know, it's like just seeing these guys that we used to watch turn into the guys that's going in there is pretty dope, you know? But
you're right. Because we for sure was watching Gates. Like, low-key, I even played against Gates. Like, bro, we old. God.
I just know I was on the game with Gates real hard. And LaDainian Tomlinson. You know what I mean? Like, that was one of my squads. So I always remember that.
Did you ever play with LT? You ever play with him or no? You too young.
Oh, LT?
Yeah.
No, I didn't play against LT.
Got you. I ain't know if you caught one or not, man. Yeah.
No, I didn't catch one of them. Head behind the head.
Yeah, I'm about to say, he the finger roll on us, bro. Got to caught a finger roll.
I ain't never caught a finger roll.
Caught a finger roll. It was that Jets version, but he for sure finger rolled on up. Like, God, dog. This pre-butt fumble. Back when they was like cooking. That can't wait era. Yeah. We caught a finger roller too. We might have caught a finger roller too, bro. Facts. But yo, that's nuts though. Yeah, man. We've been doing it for a while, TG. Dog, dang, man. We've been watching this game for a minute. But yeah, the legendary dudes, man, are becoming gold jacket immortals now, man.
Yeah, we seen the guys we seen.
Yeah.
Go up in there.
No, facts on that. Shoot, man, even seeing when Sterling Sharp went in and him calling up Shannon Sharp to stand next to him, I'm like, bro, like, this is where we at now? Like, I remember these dudes. Like, think about it. It was the time, man, when the Hall of Fame ceremony would happen, and we'd be like, we don't know any of these dudes, man. They all just like this. Oh, God, I don't know who this is. All of these dudes we know. Like, we really know.
Bro, you say what you want. Ray went up in there.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we know all these dudes, bro. Like, God.
I remember being a little kid trying to get out there, Ray. Like,
bro. Like,
these are our guys. Yeah, these are our.
Ray was the man, to this day, I will never forget my first time ever seeing Ray on the field, Baltimore. I'm like, yo, starstruck. Like, I want the order. I got to talk to this. Like, it's Ray Lewis, bro. It's like, yo, you're really in the hall. Like, yeah, we up there, bro. Man. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
It's like, you know.
It's nuts, bro.
It's like, you know, it's happening. It's good, nuts, you know. Man. But these was legends, though.
Yeah.
So it's like when it was happening in the time, we were seeing what we thought we was seeing.
That's real life right there. I'm glad you spoke Pouncy, like that, bro. Yeah.
We was seeing.
Stand on what we thought it was. Yeah.
A Hall of Famer. Like, we were seeing it. Like,
witnessing greatness, bro. Was witnessing greatness, bro. Facts. Now, okay, so check it out. So, obviously, we talked about the 2025 clash, right? And some of those names and how we felt old, or just like, we remember these dudes. But I'm gonna name you some of these 2026 dudes, right? Oh, you got me?
Say it again.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I was saying, so
Yeah.
we were talking about the 2025 class, right? And obviously some of them dudes we know a lot of, but this 2026 first year eligible guys, I'm going to name these names, bro, and you just listen to this. And remember, we can only pick like 5 of these dudes out of this thing, tops, right? And we still got dudes that didn't make it last class, like Luke Kuechly, like Terrell Suggs. Like, it's some dudes. So I'm going to name you the dudes that didn't get in that were pretty notables from last year. And then we're going to talk about all the guys that are available first year this year, all right? So some of the notables that didn't get in last year, Willie Anderson, man. Obviously, we know offensive tackle, man, did his thing with Cincinnati and Baltimore. Jari Evans, the guard that was down in New Orleans and Green Bay.
I know Jari. I trained with Jari.
Come on, man. That's why I said him. Yep.
Yeah.
Torrey Holt, he's not in. He didn't get in. Luke Kuechly didn't get in last year. Eli Manning didn't get in last year. Steve Smith, you said that's okay. You're a sicko, bro.
Eli gets in there quick.
He's gonna get in. You know he's gonna get in. It ain't gonna take him long. He'll get in.
Yeah.
Steve Smith Senior. Steve Smith Senior. He didn't make it last year. That was his first.
Might not get in right now.
I think that waits a little bit, but I think it gets in eventually though.
Give it a few seconds.
Terrell Suggs, he didn't get in last year. I'm like, bro, what are you waiting on? Him and Kuechly, I'm like, yo, how did they not go first? Like, that was crazy to me, man.
First rounder.
That was crazy.
Luke should be in there as soon as it opened up.
That was crazy, but they missed it, right? Because last year was their first go. Fred Taylor missed it last year. Was his first go. Adam Vinatieri, we obviously know that was a legendary kicker with the Patriots and Colts.
The leg needs to get in.
Come on, man. He didn't get, last year was his first year. He missed it, right? You also had Reggie Wayne. He didn't get in last year. Darren Woodson, the safety that was down in Dallas, he didn't get in last year as first year eligible. And Marshall Yanda also didn't get in as a first year eligible. The Marshall Yanda part makes me feel like they're not going first ballot my dog like he need to be first balloted, solely because I'm like, yo, Yanda was decorated in a similar capacity. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm like, yo, so if he didn't get, that first nod, then I think they're going to hit him with the same kind of like, yo, all right. Let's wait on this one.
We can wait a minute on a couple of these.
Yeah. But 2026 first year eligible Hall of Fame ballot guys. Drew Brees.
Okay.
Larry Legend. How about Larry Fitzgerald?
Larry's getting in. First day available.
So Drew Brees and Larry, to me, I'm like, I think both of these are going to be first ballot, first eligible, first day guys.
Drew might not get in.
I don't see that, bro. I don't see that.
Depends on who else can get in.
All right, so I'm keep going. Jason Witten, Frank Gore, Phillip Rivers, Marquise Pouncey. Shout out to Pouncy. Todd Gurley. LaShawn McCoy.
Okay. But these aren't first ballots.
These are all first year eligible Hall of Fame dudes, though. Des Bryant, this will be his first year eligible. Julian Edelman, Thomas Davis. Then after that, see, they had Alex Smith, Jarrell Casey, Geno Atkins, and Mike Iupati. So those are all.
A lot of those aren't first ballots.
So I'm with players. You. I think first.
Todd Gurley's a really good player.
So you ready? First ballot dudes, though, that to me I think have strong consideration. Drew Brees, Larry Fitzgerald. They're going to have the strongest case. Then I throw Phillip Rivers and Marquise Pouncey. But as I said, the reason why I think Pouncey maybe not just because of what they did with Yanda.
I don't know. Pouncey jumps in at first.
Yeah.
I don't know if we get Pouncey in first day.
Mm-hmm.
I might not get in. Yeah, I might not get in first day.
Yeah.
I might not get in first day. I can see Larry Fitzgerald, Drew's getting in. I do see those two. First ballot. Pouncey got a shot.
He got a shot. I think he has a shot. I think he has a shot, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said.
He got a shot. They might go see what like Suggs is. They're going to get Luke in there this time around.
Because, see, I think the way that you swear, the way that you look at Luke and you're like, yo, how's Luke not in? That's how I look at Suggs. I'm like, how is Suggs not in, bro? Suggs got a depoy. Suggs got everything. Suggs got the hardware in terms of rings. Suggs got the 100 plus sack thing. Suggs got the scary moments, the playoff runs, part of historic defenses. Like, what don't he have? You feel me? Like, yeah, I'm like, how is that one not? How did that not go first? Like, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Come on, man. It's T Sizzle.
Man, I just, I feel that.
It's
I feel that.
ball so hard. Where you from? Ball so hard. Come on, bro. Like, it's T Sizzle, bro. He's scary looking in real life, bro. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm a Suggs guy.
See, you ain't no, but because you're a cover guy. You're Luke is who like you see yourself in Luke, and that's why I think you like Luke, bro. Because Luke is a cover guy. Luke gonna drop in there. He gonna hit that Tampa too. He gonna run that middle. He gonna get them picks. I know you like that. I know you like that. I know you like that. Whereas T Sizzle, he bodying stuff on that edge, and he gonna slam your quarterback on his dome piece, bro. Yeah. Which is why I think I favor him a little bit more. So I get you. I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you. Low key, I do want to know though. Sidebar. In their primes, who you taking? Kuechly or Wags?
I'm a Kuechly guy, man.
Oh,
I'm just a Kuechly guy. Yeah.
Brother, whoa! I did not think you would go that route. Wow.
I'm just a Kuechly guy, man.
Okay.
That was a heavy statement.
Man, I thought Wags was your guy. Like, dude, wow. Okay. Shout out then. Shout out. Man, I like it then. So is Kuechly like your all time? That's your guy?
Keek's my guy.
That's your guy. Okay.
I'm a Luke guy.
Okay,
Luke's
that's why I was like, yo, do you put him like that's when you say linebacker, like is that the first one? You like that's your guy?
Talk linebacker.
Yeah.
But my guys are like I love Navarro. Like Navarro was hard to me.
Did you like him more than Willis though?
I was a Navarro guy. Like Willis was hard.
See, I was a Willis dude.
Guy. I was a Navarro.
I was a Willis guy.
Like Navarro's one of the guys. Like I'm like, yo, I met you, bro.
Yeah,
bro.
Navarro hard with it, bro. He hard with it.
I was a Navarro guy.
Yeah, hard with it.
I'm a Luke guy.
Hey TG, did I ever tell you the story, man? When I was pissed with San Fran because they drafted Navarro, and I was like, yo, why you gonna draft this bum from Pitt? He ain't even the nicest Penn State cat. And then he started playing. I'm like, hey, yo, y'all got it all the way right. Like, great decision. I'm so like, y'all for sure knew what y'all were looking at, bro. Yeah. Oh man, but that's real, bro. Yeah. All right. I see your flavor, bro. I see your flavor for sure, bro. Yeah. I can see it. But yeah, man. So in terms of your first ballot guys, you going with Larry, you saying Drew, and then you feel like Kuechly should definitely get in this go around. And you throwing maybe Vinatieri in there? Just early on? Who you thinking?
I think Vinatieri slide up in there. Not this time, no.
Okay. Fair enough.
Probably Gates. Gates are probably.
Well, no, because remember Gates just got in this go round. Gates was he was in this class. Yeah, he got in this class. Yep, so he was good.
Because if that's because it's Vinatieri. He gave me the names like the girlies and those.
Hold on. So, but like I said, in terms of the guys that still haven't gotten in just yet, you still have Torrey Holt. You still got Jari Evans. You have Eli Manning, Steve Smith, Terrell Suggs, Fred Taylor, Reggie Wayne, Darren Woodson, Marshall Yonda. So like I said, you still got some heavy hitters that are still out there in terms of the modern era.
I would take Eli.
Straight quarterback. Well, I know you can help yourself, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Respect. I mean, he does have two of the most elite, epic playoff runs.
Man,
come on, man. We talk about the gold standard. He took that head twice. He said it's mine.
You know,
come on, yeah. So I mean, respect. Yeah, okay. Oh, I like it there, man. I like it. So yeah, man, we will see. We shall see, man. But shout out to the Hall of Fame dudes, man, and shout out to the fact that, you know, me and you, man, both had the opportunity to share the locker room with some of these dudes, and even, like I said, man, compete against some of these dudes also, man. So big time respect to them dudes, man. Alrighty.
Legend.
Absolutely. Hey, big dog legends, man. Big fish, 1000%. Alrighty. Oh, man, geez, there's a couple other things that we see. This is what happens when me and you don't talk for a while, man. I'm over here like, yo, I gotta ask him about this. I need to ask him about this. I'm like, yo, we signed Chuck Clark. Shout out to the ex-Raven coming up over here. I know you had some thoughts on that one. I'm like, yo, I ain't even get, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
AFC North guy.
Come on, man.
Compete up here. Get after it. You know, that defense is there, man.
You see it,
don't
right?
Mess with the defense.
You see it, right?
Defense alone. That's a nice spot too. That's the safety. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Real quiet. Real.
You see it, right? I'm like, that okay, Now we
ain't got that superstar, but I got a star. I got a really good player. I got somebody to get the job done.
You know how many guys that man was starting in Baltimore? I'm like, bro, that was a starter, or like that's a starter. Yeah.
Man, I got somebody who can get the job done. I feel good about it.
Absolutely, man.
Right.
Absolutely. All right, so yeah, I definitely like that there, man. And lastly, before we all the way get up out of here, 84. The jersey numbers available again. How you felt? You know what I mean? Like, is everything good with that one?
Don't nobody need to touch it.
Just leave it alone. Don't pick it up again.
Don't nobody need to touch it.
All right, there.
Nobody need to touch it. You know, young men over here, man.
Just leave it alone, man. Let the guy live, man. Let him live with that. Just don't touch the A4. Please don't touch it.
Leave the A4 alone, man. Don't touch it. Leave it alone.
I like
Give
it.
Give it some time.
I like it, man.
That'd be in the Hall of Fame this year if it wasn't that. Give it some time.
Low key, you're right though. You know that. You know for sure you're right. You know.
They should put him on the ballot.
He would have been Steelers Hall of Honor. He would have been Hall of Honor by now. You know this too.
For sure.
But it's like, that's hot boy right now. You can't mess with it. Low key, you can't even do it right now anyway. He can't come back for the ceremony.
He can't even,
He can't come back for the ceremony right now. You know where he is. Let him live for a little bit, bro. You said it's excuse. You sick. Yeah, let my dog get an excuse, man. All right. Yeah, it's just doctor's note for a little bit, man. I like it there, man. I like it. And yeah, man, no new updates in terms of NFL Top 100. I think the last one they stopped at, we had Jalen Ramsay at 66. So we'll see, man.
Way too low.
Yeah, we're going to see, though, man, as it continues, because they still just now at 60. So we'll see, you know, when they start tapping in more, who else starts to pop up on the list, all right? But anything left on your end before we get up out of here?
Nah, it's time. We in mode.
Let's get it, man. Let's get it.
We
get to, baby. We get to. Let's get it. Let's get it, man. Hey, and you make sure them boys is right, man, because you already know we're going to be watching. All right? We're going to be watching them Norfolk State games. Yeah. We can't wait either, all right? So appreciate you as always, brother. And I hit you next week or hit you later this week.
My dog. Behold, man.
Let's get it, man. Behold the green and the gold. My dog. Peace. Shout out right there, man. Said, man, it was always good to have my dog tap in with us, man. If you enjoyed TG, Terence Garvin, current defense coordinator of Norfolk State University, tapping in on the show with me, man, hit the like button one time for the culture, and don't forget to subscribe either if you're new to the channel. Alrighty. Let's see. And I think I saw a super chat come in. Yes, couple did come in here, man. So let's see. No. We already got that. Oh, yeah. Phantom TV. He was the shout out to Phantom TV for the super chat. But he says, unpopular opinion. Let me make sure. Yeah, because I think that definitely is gone by now. Yeah. All right. He says, unpopular opinion. Terry McLaurin would be wide receiver 1, not DK Metcalf if we tried Sauce friend. Basically he's saying, like, if we were to trade for Terry McLaurin, he thinks that he would be wide receiver 1 over DK Metcalf. I think right now it's all speculation, personal preference. Terry McLaurin maybe a little bit more polished route running. DK a lot more explosive with the ball in his hands. And I think that's part of why DK has been so dominant without necessarily having this ultra refined route tree. We don't look at DK and say he runs AB, Antonio Brown type routes, but he's proven on numerous occasions he could take a sling, he could take an in, he could take a stop route. and go 70, 80 yards, but he also has that big, real, legitimate, powerful speed to take post, to go, vertical and take the top off the defense that way. And that's why DK is DK Metcalf. Why he's a $30 million wide receiver right now, right? Terry McLaurin, though, dominant in his own right. He has had to take a little bit more of a different approach because of the different quarterbacks he's played with. But I think that either one of those dudes, man, if they're on your roster, they're both capable of being wide receiver 1A and 1B. It's like when you look at A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith. I already said it earlier, but looking at those two dudes, or when you heard the Jamar Chase and T. Higgins type vibes, it's like, pick your poison, man. Either one of these dudes, man, you can make your proverbial wide receiver 1. It doesn't matter. It ain't a shot at either one because both of these dudes are truly like that. And that's just from my eyes, man. So, yeah, I'm like, man, either one of them dudes you would feel great about. And if you have both of them on your team, you feel extremely great about. But obviously, to me, I think the big thing is the money element of it, man. When you start just talking about what you got to allocate to these dudes, it does shift what we would be trying to do. Because if you got two $30 million wide receivers, you putting that ball in that air, man. You're not about to be sitting here trying to run, hand it off. It's like, nah, man, I got to throw that football. I got to spread it out a little bit more to utilize where we feel, the best about our talent. But the flip side is this. If you make that move and this O-line is struggling and can't get up to speed, we are kind of screwed because you're not going to have resources to be able to say, okay, well, now let me go get a tackle and let's pay something over there. We're going to have to figure that out while trying to want to throw the football, but knowing that we got an offensive line that's struggling, we don't want to look like how Cincinnati looks at times. Because with Joe Burrow, he's younger, but even he has been banged up, beat up because of how much he's been hit and sacked. Aaron Rodgers at this stage of his career, that's a lot. And we even saw him in a similar offense in New York last year where he had a Garrett Wilson and a Devontae Adams, but they couldn't protect him up front. Garrett Wilson, Devontae Adams, Breece Hall. Think about it, right? But they couldn't protect him. We got to make sure that we can protect. And I think that that's, to me, a little bit more the priority, man, as much as though either one, man, if you're talking having a Terry here with the DK would be electric, I still am just like, yo, we got to make sure we good up front, man. Please be good up front. Please be good up front. Otherwise, man, we're going to be screwed. But that's kind of like how I see it, though, man. So shout out, though. Definitely shout out, man. I like it. But, man, it's been definitely a vibe. Definitely was a vibe today, baby. Let's get it. Like I said, man, we're going to obviously spin the block, man. Do this again on Wednesday. Like I said, man, going back to that 4 o'clock time frame, man. If I remember correctly, I should be able to do that on Wednesday, too. Yeah, it should be good there. But, that's kind of how we are, man. And that's what we'll be with this thing. But hopefully y'all enjoyed today's show. And if you did, you know the drill. Like button, hit it one time. Don't forget to subscribe. Also, man, make sure you tell people, man, share it with a friend or something like that. Also, all right. But like I said, man, we will be having another or a big giveaway, man. Next episode. Why? Because it is the 700th episode for the channel, man. Shout out to 700 live episodes, man. So we definitely got to acknowledge that, along with the $50,000 or $50,000, absolutely not 50,000 subscriber giveaway that we got to do as well. All right. And we're feeling good, man, because this year, man, we got to continue to up it, man. We got to keep getting better and better and better. All right, my little man, he gave me all this motivation. He drew me up this little 100,000 subscribers plaque. He says, yeah, Dad, you're going to keep this with you until you earn your real one. I said, you know what? I like the motivation. So let's get after it. All right, let's go. So we're going to see. Does it take 30 years, 10 years, 5 years, 2? We're going to find out. But either way, appreciate each and every one of y'all for rocking out. And, until next time, baby, you know the drill. Peace.